Hey everybody, welcome back to Scion. So, if you weren't with us last time and you haven't caught up on our previous episode, we got the thing that we needed to get from the auction house. No, we didn't. Just kidding. We didn't get it. And we almost got it. We were so close. And then this lady jumped out the window. So we didn't get the thing. There was no happy ending to that. But we followed her, and then we ended up finding this weird jar and a Native American headdress, and we took those instead. And the jar, we found out, keeps blood warm and bloody, no matter how long it sits in the jar. And we figured out the jar was magic, and Sylvia did a bunch of tests in the hospital, and that all went fine. It was goat blood. Yeah, it's goat blood, not human blood. So no humans were harmed in the making of this blood.
We don't know that.
I mean, yeah, we don't know that for sure, I guess. But it's goat blood, anyway, is what we discovered. And so we're trying to figure out why we have this magic jar and what it's all about. And so we started doing some inquiring around town. We went to sort of a new agey shop that had, like crystals and like Wiccan stuff and other sort of occult things, and asked around there. And I'm pretty sure that like Bogey and Carter have turned over a new leaf in their lives and are, following the crystals wherever the crystals lead them. You guys bought crystals. And I feel like Carter is going to do some like heavy meditation with his crystals and find a new life path.
Did Dash get one too?
Yeah.
Dash also got a crystal. So
they're all in the crystal.
everybody's on board with the crystal stuff.
It matches my energy.
Yeah. Right. You found the crystal that just spoke to you. So we found some stuff, but not exactly what we needed. To find what we needed, we were directed to another shop in Pueblo, Colorado, about an hour down the road. So we took off and got there before we expected the shop to close, but it was closed. It closed down early. It was dark in there. So we went nearby to get some food, nice Irish pub restaurant type of place, and figure out what to do about now having made this trip all the way to Pueblo. Sylvia drove like real fast. We got here. We made good time in the Prius. But now we have to figure out, are we going to stay in Pueblo? Are we going to go in the shop and get what we need? Are we going to come back in the morning? We think some information we need is inside this shop. Just aren't quite sure how to get it. And I think where we are.
Dash, you thought that, what was it that you were seeking? I feel like you knew that it was here. Do you remember?
Hold on, I'm reading my notes.
Sylvia also got some more texts, more books about local Native American history and so on. And then, Hannah, you were on to some symbology or.
Yep. Yeah, I read some stuff about some symbols. Because there was, I found something with a symbol that looked
similar to what we saw in the basement.
Yeah.
Magic basement.
Yep. And I picked up some chalk just in case we need to like do a ritual or something.
You never know.
Okay.
Just impromptu ritual.
Yeah, draw a portal.
Yeah. Who needs a Prius?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be sweet.
Just figure out portal magic.
Yeah.
Portal magic.
Yeah.
Why not? That seems easy enough.
How much goat blood do we need? That's
You
all.
got
I
an okay amount right now.
Good. Can I? Yeah. Should I be tracking goat blood, Sue?
No, it's currently it's full. You can just note that it's mostly full. Like you didn't
Okay,
take that
cool.
much out of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just let me know if I need to start tracking. And
Oh, I will. I will. Yeah. As soon as you start using enough of it, I'll be like, hey, you're at 75%
I gotta
goat's
go
blood.
I gotta fill up.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. But, yep. You can find the right goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is the next morning. I know that several of us stayed in town waiting for the shop to open. The sign on the door did say opens at 8 a.m. Whether or not you believe it, it's up to you.
I don't believe anything about this
Well.
place.
At least wait till 8:15 though, just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I forgot, and you might have been doing it in the recap, and I apologize. I got distracted. Did Hannah stay in town? She went back.
I think Sylvia and Hannah rode back.
Yeah, we went back.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought I remember. So Carter, Bogey, and Desh are there in town. So yeah, you're heading over at 8:15, thereabouts, to
Sure.
Stone.
Maybe a little later, we can.
Who knows? Who knows?
We go
Yeah,
out.
maybe they just shorten their whole day.
Are Sylvia and Hannah coming back in the morning?
I think that's the plan. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, Hannah's not getting back on her own, so.
I'm free, and yeah, but I need my ride.
Right.
What day of the week is this?
I think we've made it to Thursday.
Thursday.
We're on
I
Friday
probably
now.
should- I
Are
probably
we on
should
Friday?
work.
I think we've
This
made
is
it to
Friday
Friday.
today.
I clearly keep track.
Sylvia should probably work. She's
Well, we can't.
Work.
What we can't see is Chandler actually has a calendar up on the right, on the wall to his right, so he knows every day.
He's
so
slashing out the days
Yeah,
that we
he's
are in
blasting
game.
out the days. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think Sylvia would also have said, "Yeah, I'll take Hannah back because I gotta actually show up for work tomorrow."
Yeah, so therefore Hannah and Sylvia are not joining today, as Sylvia has work and Hannah has no ride.
Sorry, Hannah.
You can catch the public now. You can Uber your way here.
It's an expensive Uber.
Somebody's got to pay for the.
Have you seen the house Hannah lives in?
I mean, I
Come
know,
on.
but like, still,
You know?
be like, hey, could you drive me an hour south of here? Thanks.
And
I'm also
parents are
gonna
like,
need
what
a
is
ride
this
back."
$200 Uber charge? Well,
They just drove me around town. It's all right.
I was on an assignment for my internship.
Right. Everything ties back to the internship. All right. Well, hey, yeah. Otherwise, the three of you arrive at Q Stone early in the morning. It is in fact open. There's a few people milling about in there. Some seem to be working. Some seem to be potential customers.
Well, let's go in and see what they got.
You go on and you hear the ding 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 as you go in. It's got one of those bells. Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of the other stores you visited. It's got a collection of things, but this one definitely does seem to be more focused on, the pseudo arcane type stuff. So not just like, specifically like witchcraft, but as you start to mill about and take a look, you do start to see books related to rituals. Not just like the general of witchcraft, but more, I guess, the specific of witchcraft, if that's a real thing, because it's still, I mean, for some of you, I'm sure it's still kind of like, whatever. I mean, it's, you believe, but come on, rituals, like, that sounds great.
Rituals.
Yeah, I mean, for some of you, this makes perfect sense. But for others, yeah, it might still be a little bit strange. But yes, this store definitely seems to be more in line with the types of things you were looking for, related to, or potentially related to, this vessel of goat's blood.
All right. Well, we will. I think I'll peruse the shop for a minute,
Yeah, peruse
looking
away.
for anything that would be related. And then I get to thinking that, damn it, I wish Sylvia was here. But yeah, so I'm just gonna look around for a little bit to see if there's anything like that would draw our attention there.
Okay.
Before I go talk to Q or whatever his name is.
Who knows? Yeah,
Okay.
you don't see anybody who stands out as a Q,
All right. Well, yeah. Okay.
but yeah, maybe.
All right.
Bogey and Carter, what are you doing before the conversation?
Carter is just walking around, humming some Sublime as he's just kind of like perusing the books, just kind of looking around, and he's mainly looking for something tied to like Native American like headdresses, like the importance of symbology um and different rituals tied to that, like Inca, Mayan, especially on what he found out from Desh on the ride over.
Okay. Bogey?
Bogey's looking at looking for any sort of Yugoslavian ceremonies.
Okay. Anything in particular drawing you to Yugoslavia, or just like, hey, seems like a pretty cool place in the world?
His family is like Miroslav. Bogey's Eastern European, so.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so Dash, go ahead and roll.
I mean, he's not from Eastern Europe.
Right. No, like his family's descendant thereof.
Like how Bogey's like, we're here for, what are we here for? Oh, my heritage. Right. Got it.
my heritage.
You're just waiting to start them.
Dash, go ahead and roll occult plus one of the mentals. I'll leave it up to you. I think any of them could potentially fit for what you're looking for. Carter,
Mental.
I would say either academic or occult, plus intellect.
Ooh.
And Bogey, probably more academic, and either intellect or cunning.
I got this.
You have it indeed. You found exactly what you're looking for. 0 was the threshold.
Yep, I knew it.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Wow. Wow. Good thing this isn't actually critical.
Wait,
Oh, look who rolled
That
the most
happened.
dice
That happened.
on the least important thing.
Yeah, at least
so
it
the
didn't happen like.
successes? Yeah,
No,
you
Bogey is
rolled it.
literally just wasting time until we talk.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's what I was. Apparently that's what I was doing too. So.
That is what each of the three of you were doing. None of you found special success in what you were looking
Yeah.
for. So yeah, Desh, you don't find anything that sticks out, and you are walking, going through. Sylvia was here. I have no idea
Yeah. Yeah.
what book we're supposed to be finding about goat's blood.
Carter
Carter-
picks up his cell phone and just walks out and goes, "I'll be outside, guys."
No, you didn't critically fail. But yes, yeah, I mean, yeah, you take a look around, and no, you're not seeing anything about headdresses or rituals with objects that stand out. Like there are, but none that stand out as potentially relating to the headdress.
Right.
And Bogey, there's nothing specific to Yugoslavia or Eastern Europe. It is actually more centered around rituals of native cultures, either to the Americas or Africa.
Oh, that's really helpful. All right.
Yeah.
Are you more Bosnian or more Serbian or more, which part of Yugoslavia?
I had it written down, but I forget what.
Oh, okay.
That
Let me
sounds like the
check.
bogey answer.
I have it written down.
Well, Bogey doesn't write anything down, so.
But yeah, there's clearly a store clerk, a young woman who is reorganizing some of the shelves. Seems like busy work more than actually needing to be reorganized, but gives her something to do. And there's two other customers milling about, looking at things like the three of you were.
I don't know. At some point, when Bogey's nearby, well, like, well, I guess we should go talk to her.
Yeah.
Where did Carter go?
Did you go outside?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you saw him. You can see him outside. He's just out there on the phone.
Oh, all right. Maybe he's calling Sylvia. All right. Well, we'll progress over to the store clerk.
Yeah. Hi. Have you found everything all right? Anything I can help you with?
Well, yeah, we're looking for something specific, and we haven't been able to find it. So, I guess we'll ask
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
And I need a refresher because I asked these questions in the other shop, and I felt like I had a better idea what I was asking in the other shop.
Because it was 2 weeks ago, and
2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I
right.
apologize. Was I just asking about like goat blood sacrifices? Is that?
I don't feel like those words came out of your mouth because I feel like
No, I'm sure that they didn't, but you know, Cliff's Notes version is that
right. No, I mean I think generally you all were kind of searching different things, and I think generally it was about rituals, like rituals that related to you know, Native American culture or Central American culture, because that's kind of the direction all of you felt like things were going. I don't know that blood ritual came up at any point. Good today, we'll find out. But yeah, I think it was more around rituals of various Native cultures.
okay. Yeah. So I was actually I was up the road at the place.
Yep.
Yeah. And they actually they recommended this to us.
Oh,
So
great.
So we came down here, but we were looking for probably Central American rituals. I know it's pretty specific, but we felt like this was the direction we were pointed, and said that if there was a place around, this would be it.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you have an idea like which culture, maybe more specifically? If
See,
not,
that's
that's
the-
okay. I can look up some options.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that I know
We're
we don't have a
not
lot
sure
to go.
on like what exact culture, but like we found a not a replica, but a actual historic headdress. We weren't. Did we get the? I know that we weren't gonna like specifically name a tribe or something, but we had figured out like where that came, its origin.
Yes.
Second
Yes, we
tribe.
did. Yeah, we figured out the origin of the tribe that it came from.
Somebody's
Yes.
got books about them. But
All right.
And then we figured out it was
The
a very
bogey
ordinary headdress, though,
about the
as far as
headdress.
headdresses go.
Yeah, we did figure out it was
as best we could
genuine,
tell.
but yes, it was just a headdress. It did not seem to have
Yeah.
any
Hmm.
relation to the things
Obvious.
you've been looking for.
Right.
So we've all been drawn together, and like we found this, and we'd just like to learn more about it. And it was along with other artifacts, and we were able to get this one, but like, how does this fit in with a ritual? We don't know. Like, it must.
Well, we're not
You know?
entirely. Yeah, we're not entirely sure the headdress is really part of the ritual, but there's a couple other things that we found. So yeah, we were just curious about their, as you said.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, I guess
Is
if you're
there
not as interested
you
in the
mentioned-
headdress, like what were some of the other items that maybe could help us narrow it down?
So there's a goblet, but it was stolen from us. And so
Oh,
we don't have that.
okay.
But there was a there's a
I don't know if
ceremonial
it's
container.
stolen. Right, but Bogey tells a good story. It was bought, and we didn't succeed in the auction. But anyway, yes,
okay.
there was a goblet that.
Right, that makes more sense.
Yeah. No. It's not none of the No, it's that kind of thing. So I mean,
So-
that's
so like-
that's the kind of thing we're sort of in the we're amateur artifact hunters, but
Oh, okay.
we try to
Everything.
track these things down and try to see how they all.
Huh.
Yeah, Bogey's particularly interested in the confluence of how all these things may come together in this great world that we have. So
We all came together in this great world for this
that's
purpose. Like,
really what he's referring to.
yeah.
Cosmic confluence.
All right. So a headdress
mean?
and a goblet. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I can go. Take a look, see if anything kind of rings up with that.
There was a knife. There was like a ceremonial dagger knife
Oh, okay.
too as well
So,
that we
okay. So
tracked down at some point.
ceremonial dagger, goblet, headdress. Yeah. Let me go take a look, and she'll head behind the counter and start typing away at the computer, and she'll go take a look around. It'll just take me a few minutes. So yeah, you continue to look around, I
I'll
assume,
go
and
peruse again.
go peruse. And a couple minutes later, I don't know if Carter comes in by this time, or actually, what was Carter doing outside, or was he just excusing himself because he rolled a 0?
No, he was on the phone, but he comes back in like when he sees like this.
Okay, I didn't know if it was anything like
walking over.
we needed to talk about our play out.
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, Carter comes back in after a phone call.
What's going on, guys?
They're doing some research for us.
That sounds helpful.
Yeah.
She's checking to see what they have on Central American things. So we'll see what she comes up with. We may get a lot of things. We may be doing a lot of reading today, I think is what we're going to get at.
Fair enough. Did you mention the goat or no?
No.
We mentioned the goblet. We didn't mention.
And we said that we had a ceremonial container.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, you did? Sorry, I missed
Yeah.
that. Oh, okay.
I missed that too. Sorry. I thought the goblet was the reference to the ceremony container.
Mm-mm.
Goblet is not a Native American thing.
It
The
was-
goblet was not?
No, it was not. And Sylvia probably said it at some point if you
remember.
if you were paying attention. But yeah, she had tracked that down to I think it was the Mediterranean, right?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember what the goblet was.
Yeah, we never actually got it, but it was.
I mean, you got to look at it.
We did, yeah. Stared
Yeah.
at it.
You read some books.
Yeah.
How many books did you
Yeah.
read?
It wasn't a criticism. I just don't remember the goblet at all.
Yeah, no, we never really got that close, but
Yeah, we went to the auction.
has
I
nothing. to do
thought
with
I actually thought Bogey was using goblet as a term for the thing that's holding the blood.
No,
So I was just going with it.
Yeah, sure, goblet,
goblet was a goblet, but it was like a medieval
giant
goblet.
jar-looking goblet. Well, she calls the three of you over, seeing Carter joining the two of you, and so there's with that there's kind of a lot of options, not necessarily all together. Like there are some books on some native tribes that would use this headdress, and also use like a sacrificial dagger, but not necessarily together. Ceremonial container is pretty broad. There's all kinds of containers for all kinds of ceremonies. Goblet, there wasn't really a whole lot on, as far as goblets go, or special cups. So I mean, and she kind of, I can recommend about a dozen books.
We might take you up on that. But before we just kind of ceremony container, I was just thinking, what about like a jar? What's the jar made of?
Clay.
Clay. Like clay jar? A jar made of clay?
Okay. Clay jar.
I don't know. I mean, that may be too vague still, but
I mean, that helps to narrow it down a little bit as far as some places where we might expect to find clay jars. Do you have anything about what this jar might have been used for?
Well, we don't really have. I mean, we don't know yet, but I mean, we're definitely thinking it may have something to do with. I don't know, maybe some kind of ritual sacrifice or something. We're not entirely sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, and that might fit with the deck. Okay, let me. And she goes back to the computer and just tap 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 tap. Just give me another minute.
All right, sure.
And another minute passes by. She's, okay. Yeah, I think this helps narrow it down. There's 2 books I think you might be more interested in, more related to the sacrificial dagger and the sacrificial jar. The headdress still kind of fits more probably, I guess, with the second book, and so she'll take you all over to a couple of books that seem to fit. One is more about Central American rituals, and how to perform them. You look at the back cover and there's a barcode and a price. So take that with a grain of salt. And then the second one is more about more North American, Native American rituals related to the headdress. And so yeah, she kind of sets the 3 of you up with those 2, and says, these probably are more in line with what you're looking for.
Okay.
When I was growing up, we had a collective outside Taust. We had a library of things. Some of them were like, I think they're like primary source documents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are cool, but like, they've been edited, man. Like, like somebody's taken the stuff that didn't make sense to them out of it.
Bogey, most of these cultures didn't write things down.
Yeah, but like people wrote things down, but then they summarized them, and those summaries, those get published. You
You
know?
have to edit. You have to edit.
Somebody needs to do it.
Well, like every time something's edited, somebody decided what doesn't belong in there. It's like, do you have any like primary source documents, like old papers, writings? Because like this is real, man. Like Dash, he's not from here, and like I'm not really from here. I mean, I'm not from here at all. But like everybody that we're with came here, they came together. And this is important. Like this isn't that we
I
just
guess.
need to understand,
How recent are these works that we have here?
Like looking at the books, or are you asking her?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I mean, if she has them there, I'll flip.
I
to,
mean,
like,
they got a
copyright
nice
already.
glossy cover. These
like
are fairly
last 20
recently printed.
last 20 years type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably last 5.
Yeah. Okay. I guess what he's saying is, do you have anything older that maybe these would be gleaned from?
Both of you roll. Well, actually, I guess that'll be a little bit. So, Bogey, you're rolling persuasion, and I would probably say composure. Desh, you're helping him. So roll persuasion and probably presence.
Okay.
And Bogey, you'll automatically get a +1 enhancement, but you can possibly get more from Desh.
All right. I automatically get a +1 enhancement.
Yeah, you'll find out why. Likely.
Okay.
I don't know. I've been pretty cold my last 2 rolls with a lot of
I mean,
dice.
yeah, you've been rolling a lot of. There we go. Okay,
Oh, I
you're
got
getting
7 this time.
You're getting a +3 enhancement. Unfortunately, it caps out, but
I don't
you
know.
definitely get a +3. It's a
1
good
plus
thing.
3 is 4.
Yeah, because you got to get at least 1 for any of them to count. No, that's good. All right, so I mean, part of why you were getting a +1 is because you notice as the two of you are kind of talking about like original documents and source material, and she's a little uncomfortable. And you know, she kind of glances to the side and says, "Well, I mean, yeah, we have some of those, and I, well, I should wait for the store owner. It's not really something I'm supposed to be selling, but these two books would get you started."
All right.
Well,
Like, even if
when-
we don't sell them, like, you want to like study with us? You know?
You ask if she wants to study with you.
Yeah. Like, we don't need to buy them. Like, we can learn together.
Well, it's not really a library.
well, when do you expect the store owner to be in?
Well, she's out for the week.
You know where
Um,
she is?
Well, so what do you need these for?
To learn.
Like,
Dash just kind of nods. Yeah.
what are you trying to do?
We're trying to understand why these things are in the same place that we are and why we have them. Like, what does it mean? Like, we just need to learn. We need the context. We've been pulled together here, but like, why is there this confluence, you know? Like,
So you're not like gonna try to do any of these rituals. You just want to learn about them.
yeah,
Well,
I
that is
think
the plan. We would like to.
like you shouldn't do
Again,
a
we're-
ritual. You shouldn't do a ritual unless you unless you really understand it. But like, I've been part of rituals, and the people that run them, they don't just do it, you know? Like, you don't just do that.
we,
Okay.
So like,
So
we are seekers of knowledge. We just
we
seek
just need to know.
we seek
Okay.
to learn.
but like you're not gonna do any rituals.
Nah,
I don't think we
so.
would. I don't think we would know how to do ritual even if it was written in front of us.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, hold on for a minute. I'll be back. And she heads off to a back room.
All the police.
She's gone for a few minutes.
Yes. To call the police. That's exactly what's happening.
She comes out with a shotgun. Don't leave.
Don't leave.
What do you? Anything? You did come back at the right time. Anything you all are doing while you wait?
I actually flipped through the book that
Okay.
she put on the counter. Just
Yeah, I
to-
mean it's a very academic version of rituals in Native and well in Central American cultures, more along the lines of blood rituals and Aztec.
Yeah.
And then the other book, you know, kind of quickly flipping through, is more along the lines of rituals of more of the northern Native American cultures. Not really a whole lot of like blood sacrifice in it, but you know that you can find. Oh yeah, like the headdress. Yeah, that's in here. So I mean, it connects to everything but the goblet, because as Sylvia noted, and we just forgot, the goblet is not from here, so it wouldn't really necessarily be that easily found. But yeah, so yeah, flipping through, it does seem to be related to, but yeah, there's no like, it's the academic understanding of the rituals rather than actual ritual performance and technique and what have you.
Okay.
Yeah. A few minutes pass by, and she comes out with a small box, probably like a you know, about a 2 feet by 1 foot ish. No, that's not right. Yeah, probably about a foot by a foot ish. And it's clearly like a, you know, a package box, gift box for, you know, leaving the store and if you're to buy something. And she brings it to the front counter, and she says, I have something that you're probably looking for. I can't really let you flip through it, but it sounds like what you're seeking.
Okay then. So like,
Okay.
Can I make an insight? I don't know what insight is.
Insight
Can I
check.
make an
Right.
insight check on her?
Insight check. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because perception
D20.
and insight aren't.
Is she telling us the truthiness here?
It's an empathy. So you're rolling empathy to kind of sense.
I will also do that.
Yeah.
Empathy
feel free.
plus what?
Empathy plus, I'd say, you're trying to feel her out. So probably composure. Kind of calming your own nerves as you try to read her face, her actions, her movement, her voice.
Carter's just hanging out.
Yeah,
I got 2.
that's 2.
So you got
Also 2. Okay. Yeah. So collectively, yeah. I mean, yeah, she seems to be genuine. Like it. She seems nervous, like someone who's doing something they're not supposed to. But genuine about what she's doing. So yes, I mean what she's saying she feels genuine about. She's just like, ooh, well, the boss is gone this week. Maybe okay, I can just go ahead and do this without her knowing, or without telling her, like without consulting with her. So she just it seems more just she's a little nervous about making this kind of sale without the boss around.
When do you need these back?
Oh,
I'll say.
I mean, once you've bought it, it's yours.
Well, I understand that, but if we just read over them and get what we need from them, if we bring them back to you, then none of the worse for wise, or however that expression goes. Yeah.
I like
None's the
you
worse
said
for
it that
wiser.
way. None's the worse for wiser.
Yeah.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. She shakes. No. I mean, these kinds of sales are final.
I see. We can take them to my community afterwards if we don't want to have them around. So yeah, like, how much do you want for it? I guess.
Well, the owner marked it for 500.
Oh, solid. And Bogey pulls out his wallet and pulls out 500s. And just
Yeah,
puts
because you
them-
guys have been making bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Desh was reaching into his coat, and then like when he sees Bogey do that, he's like,
Oh,
my-
good.
my
I don't
friend-
have to spend it.
My friend will
Yeah.
take care of it here. Yeah. Right.
And her eyes pop up
I'll
a little
actually
bit.
I'll pay for the 2 books.
Okay, there you go.
Sylvia wants something to read, so I'll pay for the 2 books for Sylvia.
So yeah, you pay like $25.99
Right.
together.
I'll drop the 25 on there.
And her eyes pop just with like the casualness of like handing over 500. Her eyes pop open a little bit. Oh, okay. And she, she rings it up, puts everything in, and puts all the box and the 2 books in a gift bag, and have a wonderful day and happy reading.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You've been very helpful.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
just-
Of course.
I
I
just
will-
appreciate you being in our path.
I'll recommend you on.
Oh, we're on Yelp.
Yes, I will.
Yeah,
I will.
that'd be great.
Uh-huh. What was your name again?
Yes.
Should have had it. Of course, I should have had a name. So the problem is, I always go to the same names. I'm like, I think I've used that one before.
If she
Her
says
name is
Paola, we got a problem. But...
Paola. Her name is Paola, and you're like, oh, she's wearing a leather jacket. Wait a minute, we know this lady.
You look very familiar.
Her name is Kirsten.
Oh, okay.
Kirsten.
All right. Kirsten, you're very helpful. Thank you.
Yep, of course. Have a great day.
You.
There you go. Yeah, it's like 8:45, 9 o'clock. You got the day ahead of you.
Oh, that was.
So, like, you want to go climbing? There's a place like right outside.
I think we might need to figure out what's in this box first.
Well, like Sylvia is at work, so
Yeah, if she
Well,
catch
might as well
up.
just wait till
She's
she
a,
gets off.
she's a fast reader.
yeah.
That is
Some
true.
days. Oh yeah, don't forget to have picture knacks. Whatever knack you plan on having
It's
for
not
the
as
day
fast today.
or the session.
Oh.
Still pretty fast.
I mean,
Oh, let's
I
hop
don't-
in the car and go.
all right.
All right, heading back north to Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I think so.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Yeah, there's some good music on the way up. It's fantastic. Everybody's pretty happy with it.
So you
So-
guys look happy.
Bogey opens the box.
So yeah, opening the box, you see a small, what looks like kind of it's like an old leather journal, but like old leather bound journal. It's probably about an inch thick. Pages. I mean, it look old, rustic, as if they've seen some time and wear. Same with the leather. You can't really get a sense of age on it, just kind of at a glance, but like, yeah, this definitely seems legitimate. No writing or anything on the cover, or I guess engraving on the cover. This leather bound book, but that's what you see when you open the box.
Sylvia will want to get some DNA off that. Bogey sit in the back seat with the window down, a little bit down, not like wide open.
Right.
So he's got his vape in one hand and the journal in the other.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you like as it like to read it or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you open it up, and I mean it's like journal sized, but it's not necessarily like a February 4th. Like it's not a journal. And yeah, cracking it open. I mean, you pause. Brain.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about that. You know he's not gonna accidentally set the book on fire.
That's true.
That we know of.
See?
Right. So it's a bunch of pictures, not like drawings or landscapes or what have you, but like pictograph
Mhm.
pictures.
Yeah.
Like hieroglyphics, but clearly not. Like you learn about hieroglyphics in school. Like it's clearly not that. So it's not familiar, but that kind of realm. And there are, as you're flipping through, there are also pictures that are clearly like pictures to be seen and viewed rather than read and understood.
Hmm.
Are there symbols too?
There's no. Is there any non-hieroglyph or non-pictograph writing in here?
No, there doesn't seem to be any more, I guess modern style writing with, easily distinguishable letters.
Hmm. Do the pictographs have any sort of context with them?
Some of them, you would kind of imagine there's probably some type of context as you kind of like put together some of the pictures that are in the book with the pictographs that are around it. Some of them clearly show, like you were asking about a blood sacrifice, and so showing, the accrued slaughter of an animal or a person, um, and that maybe that's kind of connected to some of the pictographs around it. But obviously, this is quite different from a lot of what you've read before.
Dash, do you have the book that you bought?
Of course.
So
Which
like
one?
the book that you bought about the container and the dagger, not the one
Yeah.
about the headdress. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like maybe like we compare this to that. You know?
Why? What do you?
Like,
Because he's in the front.
looking at?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Like,
And so Bogey like hangs over between the two seats. And
Who's driving?
I am.
Carter.
Okay, just making sure.
I hope Carter is, or we're in trouble.
So yeah, I mean,
Um,
he's showing you this book of pictographs, and
Yeah. And so puts the one up with the picture of the blood sacrifice with the pictographs around it. So like there's no like modern language in this book, man. Like all of it's like this, you know? So like we need something as a key, you know?
Right. Definitely seems hieroglyphic in nature.
So, like the Rosetta Stone? Is that what you're suggesting?
No,
Well-
like yeah, but like we'd use the modern book as the Rosetta Stone
Yeah.
for this historic one. Because the modern one might have some published stuff in it that has been analyzed, and we can use the analysis from that to understand the real one,
Right.
Right.
right?
Hang on 1 second.
as he
As
thinks about it.
I'm thinking about it.
I like not having to play the thinking character.
And the rest I'll just do in the open. So yeah,
Okay.
Dash, you're looking at it, and yeah, this is weird. What's weirder is that it almost kind of makes sense. Yeah, like Bogey's kind of pointing at me like, oh, yeah, can we try to get a translation? But like, nah, I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like, taking a look at these pictographs with that picture, and it's not exactly right away, at least words that are making sense, but the concepts start fitting together for you, and you start, looking at this one page with the blood sacrifice, like you start to kind of understand. It's describing, how to cut up, in this particular case, how to cut up an animal properly for a blood sacrifice. So like this is kind of like it's like a cookbook preparation for blood sacrifice page. And so, and like, it takes a few minutes as you're kind of looking and processing, and it's weird. But yeah, like you put all these pictures together. I mean, of course, that's what it means. And were you by chance as you guys were driving, looking at the other book.
Yeah, because like when he first said it, I opened like I didn't even look at his book first. I just go and
Right.
opened the book, and I was like, "So what are you talking about?" And then he
That's-
shows it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting."
I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably all it is, because like some of those same symbols show up in here, like in more academic stuff. You probably just kind of put the pieces together. Like that's probably all it
Right,
is.
right. I'll be like, well, I don't. It's not necessarily a translation, but I guess. Well, yeah. So I mean, conceptually, like I mean, here at least that's. Well, I mean, if you're gonna do a blood sacrifice here, you would need to cut along this line, and then as you open, that's what that symbol is referring, and then so it, yeah, I mean, it does kind of make sense. And that's what those some at least those symbols for that page. I mean, what else is in there?
And yeah, like for the two of you, there's no clear connection to you between the symbols he's talking about and pointing at and what he's describing.
Oh. Whoa.
Ha! I do have a use. It's taken 13 episodes, but we found it.
Comprehend languages.
Are you omniglot?
I am an
Omniglot.
omniglot. Yes.
Nice. I was wondering if you were. Well done, Dash.
Oh, this is your knack?
Hmm.
This actually is my. I haven't used. This is like the second time I've ever used a knack. I
You
think.
can read God.
Yeah, it takes a roll if he's going to try to read the
Read
hand of
God,
the
yeah.
gods. But
Yeah.
yes, he basically has comprehend languages up.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, Dash, does anything remind you of any of the symbols we saw in the basement?
Man, did you
Well,
guys take pictures down there?
We did, but I think Sylvia has them, or
I
Dash?
think
Did you take them?
or Hannah
I took them, but I don't know, if I would have shared it.
put it on the shared drive.
Whoever was interested. Do we have a Google Drive yet?
I don't think the shared drive hasn't been discussed
Team
yet.
Google Drive.
What's
Yeah.
our team name?
I mean, I guess would Desh have a recollection of those well enough, or otherwise, do we have a group Google Drive?
I mean, since Johnny doesn't remember this at all,
There we
I feel like also, like at the time, I may have noted them because the knack I've been playing for the most part has been the Palace of Memory knack, where I remember shit.
Right,
However,
and that's turned off right now.
However, right now, so it's really fuzzy right now. So I'm not
Especially compared to the usual. Like usually everything's real crisp.
right.
So yeah, you get those pictures, Bogey. And yeah, actually, some of them look similar. You're not seeing the same pictures and same symbols, but there's definitely a connection between the pictographs that you're seeing in this book and the runes and symbols that you were seeing in the basement.
I mean, they're probably from the same. I don't know if linguistic's the right word, the linguistic family, but they're not the exact same. I mean, like, right? See the point there on the.
I'm
that one?
driving. I'm driving.
I don't know. I'm talking to Bogey.
Oh, well, I don't think he's paying attention either. So,
And yeah, Johnny, looking at those symbols, those aren't writing. Like you recognize that like, there's a purpose to them, and yeah, like what you're pointing out. Yes, like you saw connection here, and that makes perfect sense. But like you are recognizing that there's no language with those symbols. There's nothing like an arcane symbol, where it's like that.
The one from the picture. Yeah. The one from the pictures that Sylvia sent.
Right.
That's the one
Yeah.
you're talking
The
about? Okay.
runes from the basement aren't language.
I don't think that's a language though. At
What
least
do you mean?
it's
Like
nothing
those
that's-
pictures are just pictures, but this picture is writing?
Well, I mean, if you want to get philosophical about it, I mean, I guess all pictures are in some sense some kind of language because you're trying to transmit info about something. But I think in this sense, like those, whatever those are in the basement, it's not communicating the same thing that's here. And there's nothing I can really recognize about what's in that basement.
Whoa. Like, huh. We need to
I mean,
get to like what do you think, like Walgreens or something?
but why do we need to go to Walgreens?
To like print off these pictures, you know, like so that we have the pictures printed off, and we've got the journal, and we've got the real book, and we've got your ability to decipher these things, and we can just have them all laid out together.
Yeah, now I get a smart way to go.
Yeah.
Uh, if you want, in the meantime, I can keep flipping through the book there and see what else I can discover, if
Oh,
anything.
for sure, man. Like here.
Yeah, I mean, it takes longer than the Omniglut.
30 minutes or whatever
Right.
it was.
But like
Yeah.
each page, after probably 5-10 minutes, you have the understanding of that page. And kind of flipping through, there's probably about actually a good 100 pages in here.
Okay. I'll be busy for a while then.
You'll be busy for a while. But I mean, after that, like each page, kind of like going back and like, okay, rereading, probably take like a minute of kind of rereading to be able to translate out to everybody else. But yeah, about 5 to 10 minutes per page the first time that you start reading it.
So,
Yeah, see, that's a real one.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
this is gonna take me a little while. But yeah, if we want to go to Walgreens, and then when we get back to Colorado Springs, we can head back to the apartment and wait for Sylvia and I don't know, whatever Hannah's up to. Is Hannah even awake yet? I say this out loud in the car,
just
I mean,
I was
this
texting
group
the group.
text?
Yeah, I was texting the group.
but I'm not on my. I'm not. My phone's
right.
in my pocket. I have no idea what's going on. Like it's not like I'm. Yeah.
Yeah, and on my thing, it's just popping up as like group message. I assume she's up. I mean, yeah, but you know how high schoolers are, and I mean, it's not like she's working towards anything.
Nothing.
Oh wait, I forgot. She's got the internship. Yep.
Right. But yeah, I mean, you all get back probably around 10 in the morning. Sylvia's working for the day. Hannah, what are your plans? / what are we doing for the day, or otherwise, what are we doing when we reconvene?
I don't really have any plans. I was waiting to hear from them.
You got a book.
This is the exciting thing.
I do have a book. That's right. I did get a book.
You do have a book.
I'll read the
Right.
book.
Okay. Yeah. You take some time reading the book. There's different kind of like, because it was about like protective runes, right?
Yeah.
I recall that was what you grabbed a book. And yeah, there's all kinds of cultures that it digs into, but you do find, probably a good 10-20 pages that looks a lot like the runes that you all saw. And it does seem to be connected to Aztec culture specifically. And so you kind of read through that and And yeah, I mean, you can even start to recognize some of the same pictures and patterns. Again, it's more of an academic book, so it's not like, oh yeah, this protection rune protects from but it does kind of get into that same kind of idea that this was often used to protect homes or whatever else they might be looking to keep safe.
Yeah, let's just stop at Walgreens.
Oh yeah, well, no, that's right. Of course, we did stop.
Yeah,
Why-
we were stopping in on the way in. I just figured
Okay.
that we were jumping
forget,
to
why
Hannah
did we
since
stop
we
at
were trying to
Walgreens
figure out if
again?
she was still alive.
Oh right,
So-
right. We're gonna stop at Walgreens to print.
Yep.
Yeah.
Print all the pictures. Bogey was getting paranoid about like the people at Walgreens would see the pictures.
Right, it was pretty fair.
Bogey, have you seen the type of things that they deal with? I'm sure they've seen a lot worse.
I mean, like it's our it's
we
our
could just-
path. It's not theirs.
We could just ask Sylvia to print it off at work and just bring it to us when she gets off work. I'm
But I
sure
don't
they've
want
got.
to wait that long.
That's you want to swing by the hospital and see if she can print us off on a break.
No. Why is your first plan to steal things now?
All right, so wait, we just finished. Wait, are we printing the pictures? We are.
Yeah, we
So-
printed them at Walgreens.
Okay, so Bogey, no worries. Someone text Sylvia and make sure she doesn't lose her job over, stealing a printer. Make sure it's something useful like stealing drugs.
On
And then we're just gonna head home and just start dissecting pictures, I guess.
it. Oh, boo.
Don't wanna.
Dissecting. We need to be dissecting animals.
Sweet baby Jesus.
That's a great screen.
Perfect. All right. Well, I mean, the day will pass. Hannah, you're learning more about protective runes. Desh, you are hopefully taking breaks, but otherwise, diving into this book of rituals. And there's some disturbing stuff in there. There's some more like commonplace, like protection of home and fertility and what have you type rituals. They're not all blood sacrifice type rituals, but there are a bunch of blood sacrifice type rituals in there as well that you're kind of reading through, and that's fun. Sylvia,
taking
eventually your
notes,
work
too.
day
Like,
ends.
I'm sorry. I'm not just trying to memorize all this stuff. I'm
No, yeah, I didn't think
seriously writing everything down. Like page 3. This is yeah. So
right.
taking lots of notes.
All right, so I mean, yeah, well, it's Friday, right? What's for dinner on Friday, guys?
I would actually say during the day, Desh is probably so immersed in this, because this is exciting for him. Like this is the thing that's happening. He doesn't know why, and he hasn't even he hasn't even thought about why this is happening. This is just like a thing he's doing, and he's like, I can do this. I don't know why I can do this, but I can do it.
And it's
So-
exciting.
So unless Carter reminds him that you need to eat, Desh he's not even thinking about lunch or dinner. He's just busily working.
And
You
at some
know,
point, like your stomach grumbles, and you go, "Shh!" And you get back to work.
yeah, we'll get to that later. Yeah, he's totally immersed.
Since this is seriously the first time Carter's ever seen Desh in this mode, he's just
It's
kind of he's not even saying anything. He just walks over and just gets some of the chicken curry from 2 nights ago. He heats it up, brings it over, sets it in front of him.
There you
Just
go.
goes back. Yeah.
And Bogey's making some cactus and hatch chilies with white cheese.
Yep.
Oh, Bogey, you're cooking here? All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I assume Sylvia at some point you pick up Hannah and you all meet
Yeah,
at her.
if you guys don't pick her up earlier.
Do any of the
We
guys go to
thought-
pick up?
But we thought she was doing her internship today, right?
Yeah.
It's not a real thing.
I mean, what we're doing here.
Yeah, no, I'll go change, and I'll whatever. I'll bring over a stack of books, ready for some research. Who was keeping safe the vat of goat blood?
You had it last time we were all together.
Yeah.
Then I'll bring my vat
What?
of goat blood.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you had it.
Yeah, I brought it home from
The headdress,
Yeah.
the headdress is still on the table, though.
Right.
The end table.
Yes.
That's right. Next to the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hanging all your winnings up in the apartment. I love it.
Trophy.
Anna and head on over.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. The 5 of you are together. There's some leftovers, but there's also some fresh cooked cactus and hatch chilies with white cheese. So,
So that's a
eat
real
everything
thing?
at your own risk.
Right.
But you are together.
So how did they go?
Successful?
Yeah. What'd you guys get?
All these pictures, and Carter pulls up and just fans out all the photos like a poker hand.
What are the pictures of?
Everything you sent us, the stuff from the basement.
Wait,
Yeah. Okay.
we have those, right? Like all of them. Just scrolling through.
Like we can't write on those.
Yeah, you
know, like-
can. I just start doing notes on over the picture with my finger.
I would say
Goes over and
but
starts flopping some pictures out on the floor. It's like, look, we can look at all. You can look at all of them at once.
and I would say by this time in the evening, there is probably papers scattered all over the place,
Oh,
the
yeah.
table
Yeah.
and the floor, and yeah.
All of Desh's
Yeah.
notes.
I'll go over pretty quickly and see what Dash is up to.
There's some red strings attaching different pictures together with.
What you up to, Dash?
What's going on?
Hey
in
Sylvia.
here?
Well, good you're here. What did I do with those? They're over here. Hey, Carter, what did I do with those books that we bought for Sylvia today?
Oh, you mean the ones on the kitchen table?
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Okay.
I bought you a
Sylvia,
couple
you need
books.
a drink?
Sure.
Okay. Hannah, water, milk.
So, that's all you have?
That's all you get, man. Like,
What? That's all you get, man?
Gave her weed yesterday, right?
Fine.
that's
I'll
not the
get you
same.
I'll get you a diet tab,
That's not
and I
the
walk
same.
over and I grab a diet coke and toss it to her.
All right.
Can't even give her a soda, dang.
Water or milk?
Juice, soda.
Diet? I mean, thanks.
I mean, it's the only thing
Just-
that I
yeah,
have
no, it's
right
thanks.
now.
Thanks.
What do you typically drink?
If I'm hanging out or with my parents.
Let's go if you are with. Let's go if you're at work.
The internship.
Yeah.
I guess I would get whatever they have in the cafe. There's a cafe there, right, or something.
All right. I'll put.
Like
All right,
coffee, I guess.
I'm just coffee. All right. We've got a coffee maker if you want to start making coffee, but I will go ahead and put in an Amazon Prime order so that we can get in some Pepsi, some Coke, throw in some Mountain Dew, and maybe some Capri Suns for you.
Yeah, we should really take you on a tour of the hospital so you know, like, at least what's there.
Yeah. I mean, we can do that sometime, I guess. What kind of coffee maker do you have in here?
Oh, it is like the stereotypical Keurig.
Yeah.
Like it
Okay.
is just
All right,
yeah.
it's a Keurig. It's not like I don't have to try to figure out filter and grounds and
Like
all that
percolator
stuff. 'Cause
coffee.
No,
I don't
no.
know any of that. Oh, nice.
If you need a French press, we do have one for some reason. It was left here from the previous people, so it's over there in the right cabinet. But I mean,
Oh, this is good.
okay. Starbucks. That's where your next job needs to be after you finish this internship. Starbucks.
I mean, I'd rather do like
they've got a tuition program. You can work your way through school. You can go to college. I mean,
I don't know if that's what I need really. There's another coffee shop that's actually really good. Like a independent one.
hey, that works.
I don't want to work there though.
So, yeah, these books are awesome. These are great finds.
And yeah, I mean they're right on par with the things you've been finding and what you've been wanting to research.
Yeah,
At
but
least in an academic sense.
Dash, you look like you're deep in it.
Josh doesn't respond.
He is in fact.
So, are you making notes? What do you?
Huh?
He's been like this for like the last 6 hours.
What are you producing?
Oh yeah. This.
I'm trying to look at the pictures, but I'm assuming it doesn't really make sense. But
No, I mean they're pictures, and it from an academic standpoint, like you recognize, oh yeah, this is clearly
I can't
pictographic
read 'em.
language from some prior culture. But no, they don't make sense like they do to Desh.
But then, are you actually making notes on?
Yeah, every page, every
Yes.
single page.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna start
pages
reading
and
his
pages.
notes.
There you go. Read the Spark Notes.
Yeah.
he's got like a big old ink smudge like on the side of his arm. He doesn't even notice. Like he just yeah. He's just that's like yeah. This is fascinating stuff. Some of it's repetitive, but it's still it's. I mean, I think it's along the lines of what we're looking for.
Hannah, you
Yeah.
should check some of these out. This is you were looking at something with this, right?
Let me see.
And one that I don't know.
Yeah, is there like does
Anything
this,
like protection rituals?
does this have anything similar to what I was seeing in the book as I read through?
I don't know. Desh is about a third of the way through the book. Gone for about 6 hours. Let's get a fate roll going. Desh, go ahead and roll occult and cunning. We'll use that for our fate roll to see the chances that he's translated something related to, well, the various things you all are looking for. Be right back.
It's not. I mean, it's not none.
No, it's not. It's not.
Huh? What?
2 is better than
Yeah,
0.
but it's not none.
Two is better than it's not none. Yeah, flipping through the pages. You're not seeing anything specifically tied to, so like no like protection rune relating to what you've seen. He's translated some stuff about blood rituals, but not specifically about goats, and certainly haven't found anything about like a magic jar that keeps it warm, or about using warm blood. A lot of it's in the vein. Like there are rituals that are in there about protection, but not necessarily using those symbols that you found, or symbols related to those. And not yet.
Yeah, page like 12, page 12, I think it was. There was like something about protection rituals, but yeah, and there's nothing there yet. I mean, am I assuming that most of this is talking about human sacrifice?
No, it's actually not most of it. There's
Uh-huh.
been one page, well, I guess 2 pages together that have been about a human sacrifice and what it was meant for, and what have you. But no, most of this is either animal sacrifice, or unrelated to. Like it is ritual practice as far as behavior. What should you do in order to seek this type of goal, or those types of things.
Yeah. It's like they wrote a how-to manual.
What's that?
It's like they wrote a how-to manual on how to sacrifice. It's fascinating and terrifying all at once.
So this were about humans?
Yeah. Pages like 21 and 22, I think it is.
Sylvia looks at those and
And those ones are more specific, like human sacrifice to the gods. For great boons to be brought upon the group, the culture. For bringing rain, or for nurturing fields. So using human sacrifice to either appease or seek help from the gods.
So, when I've been going through all of this that I've got through so far, have I gotten any more sense of, or a feeling like I can narrow this down to there? And I'm only asking based on either what I've read, but also the fact that I'm a pretty smart dude,
Yeah.
that I'm pretty academic. Like, about, are there specific cultures like that this would tie to?
Oh, this
Or
is
is it
definitely Central
a
American.
specific-
If you had to guess, you'd say Aztec.
Okay, I
Aztec
mean, that's what I was going to
or
ask. Like,
Incan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So,
Yeah. No, I mean, After not too long, you had already started piecing that together in the back of your mind, and
Okay,
thinking
okay.
about it.
okay. Yeah, I mean, that'll be in the notes somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably like at some point, like when the revelation hits me, probably Aztec is written like really big letters at the top of the page with an exclamation point. Aztec,
And like a
exclamation
prior
point.
page had Aztec question mark, right. And then the future
Right.
page, Aztec exclamation, exclamation, exclamation.
Right. Yeah. That's
All right. Yeah. So what are we all doing tonight? Or otherwise, what's our plan moving forward?
this is what I'm doing tonight.
yeah. Do we need to get in touch with Bill
Yeah.
at some point and let him know we failed? Are we giving up on that, or is any of these rituals going to help us?
We should definitely get in touch with Bill, because the trail on that goblet's probably gone cold by now. Like wherever that amulet is, the goblet's with it, but there's probably something else that we should probably start looking for.
So maybe somebody should get in touch. But Sylvia's mostly just interested in all the stuff Dash is producing.
Yeah. No, it's fascinating stuff.
Any look relatively simple?
Hey, check page 73 and the top book there. Look, flip over to that one. Like that one right there. Like, and if you go back to one of those like teens pages there was like a symbol. Like, check that out. Like, what do you think about that?
Yes,
I don't know if that actually helped or not, but that was like, you know,
it did. Yeah,
yeah,
I pointed
that
them
was,
direct
like,
to the 2
what about-
pages.
Start investigating, and yeah.
All right, let me look up common Aztec rituals.
Just the small stuff.
But yeah, not like a human sacrifice, like a simple ritual.
Yeah, just like the basic, Give me an overview of the basic Aztec ritual. Just your garden variety human sacrifice.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
The humans
of
are
like
gonna wait.
children, age
Yeah.
16 or so.
No, we gotta wait. That's the level.
Luckily, there's not
That's
a
a
full
higher
moon
level
and we're not
ritual.
Mayan. Bogey, did you need anything else to drink?
I was just drinking water, man.
Okay, just asking.
Yeah, I mean, you
Normally
can find
definitely-
some type of simple, basic ritual. It's putting together like a essentially a small idol that is meant to protect your dreams, not like a dream catcher, obviously, because that's different culture. But same kind of idea, like being able to create one of those in order to protect your dreams from and Desh had written out trickster god or something of that nature. Not like a specific god name, but
Yeah, man. What are the material needs?
you wrote them down. I mean, I mean, it's things like sticks, husks. It's nothing uh, uh, animal related, like that. You don't have to have any particular animal parts. Like it is pretty basic things. I mean, you don't necessarily have laying around here, like sticks. You could probably go find.
Yeah.
But it does mention some essentially crystals, like quartz crystal, and what you would assume to be like corn husk material.
All right, I'll be back in a little bit, guys. I'm gonna go collect some material component.
Yeah, go collect material components,
Guys
put in
need
your
anything?
component pouch.
Bogey, you got that quartz crystal on you?
I don't have a quartz crystal.
Oh, Ash, do you have your quartz crystal? Somebody had quartz, right?
Wait, what?
I
You
think
have your
somebody actually
crystal?
did.
Yeah. What you want my quartz quit? What?
Oh, yeah, that perfect. All right.
Okay. And I just like walk into my bedroom and grab it and bring it out and go, Bogey said I shouldn't have gotten it, but here.
Oh, you did not get the one that I recommended?
No, I got both of them.
Oh,
Wait, Sylvia, are you thinking about trying that ritual on page 23?
Yeah, that looked like a simple one. Like you said. You have another idea? Which one?
No, that's yeah. No, I'd go for that one.
that's the dream protection one?
Mm-hmm.
And it only requires one person?
Yeah, only one person's worth of blood will do it. No, yeah,
One
Yeah, just one
just one person. One person will protect your dreams for a day. No, but yeah, like it can have more than one person. I mean, it's a small idol, so it's not like, I mean, the ritual seems to describe it as an individual protector, an ability to protect oneself. So if you wanted, you can go with Sylvia in order to gather material components.
Yeah, I'm happy to have.
All right, Bogey's gonna go with.
That is correct, Johnny. That is correct. As with many of these spells.
So you just need 365 people.
Right.
This is,
I mean,
the dream protection one's not a blood sacrifice, is it?
In modern times, that's not really a problem.
The dream
pretty
protection
easy.
one's a blood sacrifice?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So no blood.
Okay. I was
Just some corn
gonna say.
husks, some crystals, and some.
All right.
Well, there was a note on the next page that if it goes wrong, there could be blood in. But it's fine.
Hey,
Right. Yeah. If you
Sylvia.
do it wrong, a blood sacrifice is the only way to get the nightmares out of your dreams.
Hey Sylvia, real quick before you go, can I get the jar of blood just to have here in case
I get
we
thirsty.
find something?
Uh,
I mean,
I guess just don't
So Desh, you've
don't
been
don't do
going
anything
at this for a
dangerous.
while. Go ahead and roll academics and stamina.
Yeah.
don't worry,
Because-
Sylvia. I don't have any bad intentions.
Pretty stamina. Damn. Academics is.
Yeah, I figure the academics might help.
Press the roll. Oh, wait, I did press the roll.
You're good for
Ooh.
now.
I'm really into this.
Yeah. But yeah, this is probably at around like the 6-hour mark.
That academic interest just keeping him going, pushing past the fatigue.
So Hannah, I don't know if you. I mean, doesn't look like you're really reading all too much outside of your book. I mean, if you want to play Xbox? We got that. I mean,
Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna try something first, if you don't mind.
sure. What is it? What are you thinking?
Well, if they're gonna like do this ritual thing, I think some of the stuff I've been reading might, I don't know, might help, like in case it goes wrong. So I thought maybe I'd try one of these like protection things.
Sure.
Can't hurt, right?
Go ahead.
Cool. So yeah, while they're out like gathering opponents, before I play Xbox, if I have time left, I'll play Xbox. But I'm gonna try to do one of these, like, I don't know, just like a protective ward for the apartment. I got my book. I got some chalk.
Right? You bought the chalk.
Yeah.
Might as well use the chalk.
Yeah.
You're gonna start
Where do you
drawing on
need
the
to do
walls.
this?
Yeah. This'll come off. Don't worry. So I'm gonna try to like ward the apartment.
Okay, so you're using like based on the pictures, or what are you using as a reference? You can do it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
My my book. So I'm gonna there's like the stuff in the book about like if these, I assume, like these symbols and these kind of arrangements do these sort of protective magics. So I'm gonna try to do one of those arrangements around the apartment.
Okay. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and roll. You start. I mean, unless stopped. Go ahead and roll occult, and intellect.
Okay.
All right. I will be right back. So will Sylvia.
Oh shit! Sylvia's doing.
Oh, there we go.
Let's look, protecting the crib. I make sure
That's
no bad stuff comes in when they do the blood sacrifice.
Did you like that comment, Johnny?
Just a question. That was awesome. That lost me on that one, man. Just a gaming question. Is this a book that you had part of your character, or is this a book we picked up?
No, I bought it.
I might have missed it.
Yeah, this is the one we bought at the first shop, not in
one of the ones you
Pueblo.
bought
The one that we went to
at the
here
first shop.
before we went to Pueblo. And just because like I was flipping through and noticed
Yeah.
that this had like protective symbology similar to what I had seen before, so I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I spent today reading it while you all were still in Pueblo. Now I'm an expert in protective magic, obviously.
We found our cleric.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You all thought it was going to be Sylvia.
Yep. You thought I was the
Jokes on
rogue,
you.
but I multi-classed.
Nah.
Multi-classed into cleric.
Sylvia's like a. God, what is she?
She's a warlock.
Necromancer light. Is
Future,
she?
future
I was
necromancer.
thinking if she was a warlock or not.
Yeah, no, she's definitely a warlock. She's a celestial
Yeah.
warlock. She can heal, but she'd rather hurt you.
You guys talking about
Rogue,
me?
sorry, you're back.
So what is
Only a little bit. We're just, discussing your,
my class, my
Yeah,
alignment?
yeah. If you're, what if we had to put you into a class?
Oh no, we know your alignment is clear. Your alignment is super clear.
All right, so okay, got it. Right. You were rolling to create a protective rope ward.
Yeah.
All right. So noted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm pretty convinced
make
I did it
marks.
great. That's
I mean, yeah.
perfect.
I mean, it's the best one you've ever done.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. Like looking at it and kind of looking at the pictures and your understanding of it and what have you. You're like, I mean, yeah, this seems like it's probably does like it's supposed to glow or something. I don't know. I mean, the other one didn't. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. So like, right? Like you don't know that it's working, but you don't know that it's not working because
Right.
it does look pretty good.
Yeah, I think it definitely is going to work.
Yeah. Now you don't exactly know what it protects from, but you did it.
Yeah.
That's the important
Bad
part.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what protection does.
Yeah, keeps the bad stuff out.
Right. All right. I love it. I love how right Bogey's been. All right. So Sylvia's getting materials to do a simple Aztec ritual. Hannah took a while to do her own little protective rune ritual. Bogey, Carter, I know what Desh is doing.
Bogey's with
I've-
Sylvia. He's
Yeah.
helping me.
Okay,
Mhm.
got it. You guys or you two rather are collecting materials together. And Carter?
I've just been, basically support for Hannah and Desh this entire time. So basically trying to keep Desh going and not have him pass out, and then trying to figure out what Hannah needs, and that's it.
Okay. Well, we'll pause because two of the people walked away. Actually, no, you don't need to pause. So yeah, Sylvia and Bogey. I mean, you get the materials. The harder part is like, I don't know if you can do it tonight. Maybe you can do it tonight. Like it seemed like it was supposed to be like dried corn husks. That's a little harder to find. They're usually not dry.
We can go to some place that sells Hispanic goods and get dried corn husks that you'd wrap tamales in.
Facts.
Okay.
You just go to that same chimichanga place that
Glad-
you'd gone and got the tacos and beer.
Glad we
It's a
brought
gas
Bogey.
station.
There's a gas station. That's right. Yeah, there you go. So yes, yeah, you can. I mean, it takes a little while, but you can get the necessary material components for. How many are you trying to bring back?
Oh,
Because you only have the one quartz crystal, so I don't know where you're planning to get more of those.
yeah. We don't have any more quartz, do we, Bogey?
I mean, I've got some back at the shop.
All right. How far is that out of the way? I mean, maybe we'll just we'll try the first one and then we'll see how it goes.
But there's a ton of rock shops around here, man. Like we can just go get some from one of those old touristy places.
Yeah, it's not so late yet that shops
Okay.
are closed.
Yeah. Let's hit that then.
So yeah, you go out, you get material components. It takes you a couple hours, right? Getting the right things, going to the right places, but you come back with enough for however many you plan on making.
Oh, let's at least have enough for us.
Are you having trouble with dreams?
Nope. I don't think so, right? I mean, just no. I mean, I've had a few weird dreams, but
Like what?
I don't know. I mean, like I had one with the wolves.
You had a wolf dream?
Yeah, didn't you?
Bogey did not, did he?
I mean, that's a bogey,
I don't know,
right?
I'm making
Would he
this
have
up.
dreamed about the wolves after wanting to walk with the wolves? I imagine he probably would have. Right? He was pretty. I mean, he's still talking about walking with the wolves and Sylvia being one with the wolves and the path. I imagine he would have had a dream related
Yeah.
in some capacity. Not
Isn't
like
there
a
something where,
vivid.
like marijuana suppresses your dreaming or something like that. I feel like there's something about that.
I don't know.
Might be wrong. But anyways,
Yes. Google says it does.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, they weren't very vivid dreams, but then again, your dreams usually aren't. Desh, make another one of those academics and whatever else, stamina rolls.
So before I make that roll,
Yeah.
I was gonna say at some point, like Dash I would if I get to the point where I feel like I'm reading something 2 or 3 times, you know that thing that happens when you get tired and you like rereading things over and over again. He would actually stop because
Okay.
he feels like this is like the most important thing he's done. Probably he's met these people, and or he's like, nope, you make this. Like, okay,
And it's
I'm gonna,
around
like,
this
I'm
time.
gonna go to bed.
Yeah. So it's around this
Okay.
time, around like hour 7. So don't worry about that roll then. Yeah, you are already recognizing like, man, this has been a lot. This has been a lot to process. Like it's maybe time to just get some sleep. There you go. Yeah, I mean you got through a little more than a third of the book. That's good.
I think I'd probably like look at it like, when I'm done and just kind of like push the stuff away and turn off the lamp or whatever and like look over and see where Hannah's chalk the walls or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, we'll talk about it in the morning. It's like,
And the funny thing, it's like 7 at night. Like it's not that late. Like you've been doing this for so long.
No. Oh, okay.
Right? Like
Okay.
you didn't go late into the
It's
night,
still
you
like-
just started
I'm
early
like-
in the day.
Okay. Am I like fatigued? Like I need to go to sleep, or is it just
No,
like,
you're
I
not
just
fatigued,
need to
but
stop
it's
doing this
like-
today?
You need
I
to
mean-
do something else.
Yeah, think back to the days of studying and like
Yeah.
just studying
Yeah.
all day and going, man, like I'm mentally tired. If I keep reading, my head's gonna
I'm
explode.
gonna go hook up the Xbox.
Yes, that is definitely gonna help.
That is the answer. That is the answer.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had an Xbox.
Am I
Apparently we had an Xbox,
am I
so-
playing by this point?
I assume that we're playing.
Yeah. I think you just around finishing working on the apartment.
Oh yeah, get in on this, Desh.
We're playing Cookout.
Toss another controller.
Cookout 2.
Cookout 2, that's right. Now by this point, you're right.
or Overcooked. Was that what you're thinking?
Overcooked.
2?
Yep. Overcooked.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good game.
Cookout, you got my brain on milkshakes real quick there, man.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at it and I'm like,
And those aren't in Ohio.
No,
No.
that's sad.
Yeah. What do you got? Jack in the Box up there though? Or is
No.
that too far north?
There might be some, so yeah, no, but no.
you got a sheet?
Yeah, we
Oh yeah.
Everyone's
good.
got a
Every-
sheets.
yeah, they got sheets.
Recently, just recently.
Oh,
Really? What a thought.
Yeah.
Because it's like all
They're
over
very
West.
East Coast.
It gets all over Western PA.
Just got to the Columbus area.
Huh.
All right. Well, so yeah, Sylvia and Bogey, you get back. They're playing Overcooked 2. And yeah, you've got the materials for making some protective wards.
Yeah. Open up. Yeah, get out Desh's notes and try and make sense of it. Call him
Yeah,
over.
And you're reading through it, and you feel like you might need Desh to kind of go back over a few things. So I mean, as long as Desh is willing, and it won't overtax you to kind of go back to that one page and like clarify some things. But yeah, I mean, he kind of describes the patterning of how it should be put together, the placement of things, some. It's not clear what's supposed to be said over the item, the totem once it's made, but clearly some type of blessing is meant to be given onto it to create the protection.
Okay. I'll have Desh try and help. Yeah, to the best of his ability with that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
yeah.
so-
Give me 5 minutes. I don't want to leave the team. Hang on. We're cooking right now. Give me like 5
That's right. He's making the rice. Can't stop making the rice.
can't stop, won't stop.
All right. So Sylvia, you're making a protective ward. Bogey, you're making one as well.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that nobody's doing a ritual by themselves.
That seems generally wise.
Yeah.
That a team rule.
Yeah.
solo rituals.
Yeah. Like the holding
No.
hands when you cross the street rule.
No solo rituals.
Buddy system
No.
for rituals.
Buddy system. So for both of you, it'll be occult and either intellect or resolve. And Desh, if you could support them by rolling occult and an intellect. And then the successes that Desh gets, the two of you can split. So between the two of you, you can split those 3 as enhancements. So one of you can take all of it, or you can split up however you want to,
If you
however
roll
you want to
well, you
identify.
can have all of them.
They each get 1.5 and round up.
Yep. No. They each can get 1.5 and just leave it. They could be halves.
A for effort.
All right. You
Oh,
both got a 1
That's a
with
lot of
all the
real-
dice that you rolled.
A lot of real close numbers there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Really gonna like Hero.
Y'all clearly don't understand this book. Y'all don't understand this book at all. We need to. Yeah.
All right. So how do you want to divvy up those 3 successes from Desh's help?
It's Sylvia's idea to do this, so she can have all 3.
Sylvia, what do you say?
I mean, that works for me. See what.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean,
Desh is maybe talking to me, and Bogey's just kind of looking over my shoulder. And
exactly what happens.
Yeah,
right?
Bogey
So,
was mostly doing the ritual so that you weren't doing the ritual alone.
yeah, and like you're following along, but like you're not listening to Desh as much.
Right.
You're just kind of following along and doing what she's doing, and reading the pages. So yeah, Sylvia, you've got, and they look very similar. Like it's not necessarily craftsmanship. Sylvia's maybe looks a little bit better, but she's got the hands of a surgeon, a neurosurgeon at that. So there's that. But otherwise, like they look comparable. And yeah, you both have one. So yes, I'll make some notes in all of your character sheets about where you're living, and now you got chalk all over your house, and and these protective wards you've created.
We're all ritualists.
That's right.
I mean, everybody's a ritualist as long as you're not trying to do much. But if we get any real rituals, we need a real ritualist. It'll wash off, Dash.
It's just chalk.
Stop getting so bent.
Relax.
Cool. How long did that take?
I mean, it probably took another good like hour and a half.
Okay.
Just the process of it. Sylvia, Bogey.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try and make another one. You want to make another bogey?
If you're making one, I'll make one, man.
All right, let's make another.
You don't want to do it alone. Yeah. So I mean, it'll take you another hour and a half, but feel free to make that roll again.
Same one.
Yeah.
I did 100% better
Doubled the successes.
That's pretty good.
because that's how percentages work.
Oh, Sylvie.
Oh,
I mean, practice.
I still want Sylvia to take both of those.
Hey, make sure one of them works, right?
Yep.
What do you say, Sylvia?
I mean, what if it's up to like if that's what you want, that's works for me.
Yeah. Bogey is still just like he's
Just
doing
making
it.
sure no one's alone.
He's making sure nobody is alone, and he's hesitant about doing rituals in the apartment.
Yeah, this isn't exactly the
hesitant?
place that
You don't even
do
live here.
rituals.
That's a great place to
No.
do rituals.
There's like way too much like Wi-Fi around, and there's too much humanity, man. Like
Someone else's place is the
You
best
need to
place to
be-
do rituals.
nobody's place. You want to be in no place.
Nowhere that's no place.
Actually,
it's
we got a
true.
cave
Except for
that.
That's
nowhere.
absolutely true. But you don't want to be a place that is developed.
Does the Wi-Fi give you headaches, Bogey?
I hadn't thought about that, but like I don't think so.
Well, you might want to pay attention to that.
Wi-Fi headaches?
Yeah, I mean, Wi-Fi might be causing a lot of problems for you. You just haven't even thought about it
But
before.
like when you're dealing with mystic energies, you can't have modern convenience around. You gotta
Wi-Fi.
see that.
Man, Wi-Fi interferes with everything.
No, like it doesn't though.
So I'll thank Desh for his help, and I'll give him that second one.
Okay.
This one's for you.
All right, Dash.
At that point, it's 3 hours of making.
Yeah, you're
wards.
feeling pretty done on
feeling
making
sharp.
protective wards.
Make some more some other time. If these things work. Sweet
Yeah.
dreams, Desh.
After 3 hours of this plus whenever we were at, like when we were done, I'm like, okay, peace out, guys.
Yeah, I
See
see
y'all
Yeah,
what you
later.
because
mean.
now
the
it's like
whole
10 at
time.
night.
Yeah.
Bogey, what are you doing with your two?
He'll keep one. Actually, yeah, he'll keep one. He'll give the other one to Carter.
Which one are you giving to Carter?
The better of the two.
Which one's better?
The second one.
Oh, because
It
you
had
made it.
two instead
You
of
made it
one.
I made
second.
the second.
Okay.
The first one's not the best one you make unless you just like stop trying.
That's true.
Cool. All right, so who's taking Hannah home? Sylvia?
Sure.
All right.
I'll offer the little ward if she wants it. You want this?
I mean, I think I'll be okay.
All right. I'll get you one sometime.
Yeah.
If it works.
Yeah, I mean, no big deal. All right, well, I guess I'll see you guys like tomorrow or the next day or something.
Did we hear back from Bill?
Did you reach out to Bill?
Somebody texted
Yeah,
Bill.
Bogey texted Bill and said,
Oh, did I
meet up
miss
soon.
it?
Yeah, it was in
Like-
a string of like stuff going on.
Ah,
Bill finally gets back to us.
he does. He hadn't read his text. No, where the hell is it?
Pretty far.
Typical Bill.
From Bogey?
Yep.
Yeah, it says meet at the bar soon. Question mark.
Okay, it just says meet at the bar soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess it's 10 at night. I can meet you. It texts back. I can meet you there now, or tomorrow, or Sunday.
Like I can head out now. Hey, how about before we take Hannah home, we stop off at the bar, meet Bill.
You mean pool hall? Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sounds
Perfect.
All right.
Dash needs
Dash,
convincing.
it's 10 at night, and they're about to go to the pool hall.
Wait, what happened?
It's 10 at night, and they had texted Bill, and Bill just got back, like right as you were about to go, head in for bed, and was like, "Hey, I'm here now, or tomorrow, or the next day, or I can be here tonight, or tomorrow, or the next day."
Oh, you guys
No.
go ahead without me. I'm gonna crash, and yeah, I got a lot of research tomorrow.
There you go.
So
All right, the four of you head to the pool hall. Boom. Pool hall set up, wherever the rest
Right.
of you want to be. And it's probably like 11 o'clock when he says he'll be able to be there. Nailed it. But yeah, Bill's there. He's drinking a beer like usual. Got a pitcher in front of him. It's it's a little more crowded tonight. There are people sitting around talking. You can hear the billiards going on upstairs.
And I'll grab a mug and start pouring from the pitcher.
he'll lay his hand, and it's a pretty big hand, like over, like as you're going to reach the pitcher, like over the mouth of the pitcher, and just holds it down until you let go,
Come on.
and shifts it over to the other side of the table. All
See,
right.
Bill and I are on the same page. Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. What are we meeting about?
So like well Paola,
Mhm.
she got the goblet, man. Like, and we followed her, and they all made it into like a basement, and they lost her out of the back of the basement somehow. But like in the basement, they got some things. And so we have a lot of information, but we don't have any of the artifacts, man.
All right. Well, I guess what information do you have?
We got
Well, the-
these. And I pull up the bag that I walked in with and set it on the table and just pull out the jar, set it in front of them, pull out the headdress, set it in front of them, and just go, "We got these from the basement. We don't know if they belong to the guys who live there or not, and if they do, I would like to return them. If they're Paula's, well, I want to use them as bait and shooter, but that's a different story.
Whoa! Why are you returning the things?
Yeah, and she like jumped out a third story window. Like I was about to grab that cup, and then she like just grabbed it and yeeted out the window, and then yeah, just like disappeared into thin air in her like backyard. Really weird.
And that's not an ordinary jar.
I mean, the thing about Paula sounds right, but not an ordinary jar.
I mean, it's got fresh.
Yeah, it's like a magic jar.
It is. That's not.
It's associated with the dagger, man. Like
There's
this
no
isn't
science that
separate.
explains it.
And he'll pull the jar over and kind of turn it around and take a look at it, set it back down, open it, look inside and smell, close it. Yeah. What about the headdress? Is that magic too?
We don't know how it works, but
It was sitting beside the jars on a table. There were like, what, Sylvia, 4 of these jars?
I don't know how many there
yeah,
were.
yeah, 4's a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't all look like this. I mean, they were just different clay jars. That's the one Sylvia happened to pick up.
I mean, the headdress is. I mean, it's real. It's not. I don't know about. It's authentic.
Yeah, seems right. Seems so. All right. I mean, you got something. I mean, she got away with the goblet, but seems like you took something of hers that maybe she would have wanted to keep, which is always good. And you said this was.
One?
He
Which one,
points to
Bill?
the jar. You're really hoping that headdress.
No, it's just Carter's thinking like the jar is harder to use as bait. Headdress much easier.
And well, you said that this was in her basement.
No, it was in a basement in a house that had 6 guys living in it.
And she
Yeah.
went in there.
She just ran through she just disappeared in it. Yeah, but she went out the back entrance to the basement and disappeared.
Yeah,
like
we,
she did just outside of the Wawa.
Yeah, like we trailed her into the house, and she went down through the basement and up some stairs, and then on.
All right. So yeah. So this isn't her jar. This is jar belonging to those guys.
I don't know, like why?
yeah, but like,
why'd she go
are
through
they
that house?
cultists? Like,
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And there were the Hannah, the glyphs, the wards.
Yeah, there were like there was
I don't
like
know.
protective magic.
You happen to take any pictures?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got them.
start scrolling through.
Flip through.
Show them up.
Yeah, you scroll through.
Do you know what this means?
I mean, not specifically, but perfect. He accepts. Not specifically, but yeah. I mean, generally, these do seem to be some type of protective runes. I mean, and I mean, if I was a betting man, which I am, I'd say these are probably made by her, not by 6 guys in a house. So this jar might very well be tied to her, which is good. It's better than the goblet.
Sylvia,
What do you mean
you're in
So
charge
you're
of the
not-
bag.
So you're not
Be
like
right back.
mad about the goblet thing then?
Nah, I don't usually get mad.
All right, that's good because it's like I said, we were real close. We almost got it.
That's good. That sounds. I don't know, I'm sure that's something like you kind of collectively tell them the tale of what happened, and no, that's good. Not bad at all. But this might actually allow us to track her down.
When you say connected to her, what do you mean?
Like, how do I describe this? You know, mystical type of connection. Like,
Like the confluence, man.
yeah.
Is she connected to us?
she she
Dash is
connected
glad
to
he missed it.
what'd you say, Bogey?
Is she connected to us? Like, we've run into her
No.
twice now, and it can't just be like she's working for some people that want these artifacts. Like, sure, but like she's using these things, man. Like, she's using them.
I mean, did we ever see her use one?
She's got all those runes and everything in the basement. We saw the pictures and everything. If she put those up, then like she's using the cosmic energy to protect herself. I don't know, like to keep these things obscured from the people that were upstairs. Maybe.
Well, like none of the
But,
other,
like,
like the other things you told me about weren't in there.
no, but neither was she.
And she was a little bit.
But like she didn't stay in there. Like this other things might not stay in there. They might just start in there and then go somewhere. But not the jar, not the headdress. Man, those were good guys too.
So
Go ahead.
you think how would you track her? How does that work?
Me? I wouldn't have a way to track her, but I think I know somebody who might be able to. Might be able to use this jar to track her down if she's actually connected to it.
Yeah, as long as they don't like need her blood, because that's like not her blood. It's like no blood.
No, it's goat blood.
Right.
So yeah, we thought that might be for rituals, and we've done some research on that.
Makes sense. Fresh
The
blood is
runes.
better for rituals.
Okay.
You do like a lot of goat blood rituals?
he'll chuckle at that. No, I I wouldn't say that I do.
You know people who do?
Well, like I said, I know some people that might be able to help. Welcome back.
Sorry about that, Bill.
No, fine.
Oh,
All right, so we should like, I don't know, meet up with these people then.
Yeah, I'll arrange it. It's I think it's gonna be probably about a week. They're out of town.
who are we working for, Bill?
Well, right now, me.
You need all these artifacts?
No, no, I don't.
And who's Paolo working for?
That I wish I knew. It's nothing good. That's all I do know. I agree, Bogey, that whatever she's doing with these aren't not a good thing. I don't know what kind of bad thing she's doing with them or whoever she's getting them to.
And we're doing a good thing?
I would say so, yeah. Trying to get these objects back to who they belong to.
But like that dagger was calling to Sylvia.
That dagger was calling to Sylvia. She would have known it. I mean, that dagger calls to anybody who touches it, but not in the way that we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, You'll know it when you see it.
Like we have a connection to a thing.
Yeah.
Why? Everybody in the world have a connection to a thing? Like
No.
No,
just-
man, they're not
just
all
us?
involved in the confluence, just us.
Well, not just you, but you also.
Whoa.
Dash is not gonna like hearing that.
Oh, yeah, give me about a week.
week.
My contact should be back by then, and I can send you her way.
Any other advice with rituals?
Yeah, don't just do them willy nilly. Like, they're serious business. You can, screwing up a simple one can have bad results.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah, we would. We
Uh,
just did it 4 times tonight. 5 times, sorry.
Just 4. Well,
No, 5 times. You forgot
that
about the
wasn't a
protective room.
ritual. Right? Was that a ritual? I feel like that was.
If I'm listening to Bill correctly, then yes, that was a ritual, even though it was for protective reason.
So what exactly did you all do?
We did our research and we found some stuff, and I pulled mine out. I tried to make a found this thing about dream ward, dream protective, protects your dreams
Mm-hmm.
from, I don't know.
Well,
And
if
I
any
did
of you
some-
have horrible nightmares, you'll know you did it wrong.
Okay. What if we did it wrong? What do we do then?
You guys go back to the ritual and figure out what you do next. And you said there was a fifth one?
Protective rune on the wall of mine and Desh's apartment.
I mean, that
Like-
was
like
really
a-
just like a
Like
little
a
doodle.
rune?
That was just like a little doodle. Yeah,
Hannah, this is time to put on your big girl thong and actually fess up to what you did.
Carter, don't be such a creep.
I'm the creep. I'm not the one giving her hash brownies.
no, he just wants to talk about my underwear.
Okay, anyways, she decided that she was gonna go tickle me Elmo on the wall and try her best Sesame Street impression.
I don't think I understand what half of that means.
You're right, and I don't either. But it's been a long day. She tried to do a protective rune on our wall for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I
just
didn't
the-
stop her because I didn't know what it was and I didn't understand rituals. But yeah,
Yeah, like I did some wards with like this cool chalk that I got from the store we went to. It's all in this book. It's fine.
All right, well, same deal. You'll know if it went horribly wrong.
I mean, I won't know.
Will it like attract danger?
Depends on what was intended and what happened.
Whoa. I remember this guy in the community I grew up in, and he would lead rituals, but he was the only one in the whole community that did any kind of rituals.
I mean, he probably knew what he was doing then.
Yeah,
But were they
And then-
real?
and then,
Or were
like,
they
he
just
did
like
one
the
and
fake ones?
He blew up, or what?
What?
Is there like more to the story, or you just
What do you mean
remember
the-
a guy?
what do you mean the fake ones?
Well, I mean, people do stuff. It's not real. It's just fake. Like Hannah was saying, they're girlfriends. They do, it's not real.
No, they're they're real. Like it's really happening. This is really happening.
Yeah,
They're real.
yeah.
No.
Look, it's fine. Yeah, they were all real. They were all real. Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny are real. It's all fine.
I mean, do you not you don't believe that we're part of the confluence, Hannah?
I
Like
don't even
what
know
do
what
you-
that is.
It's like we're all here together, but we're from separate places. Like, what would put you in the same path as us?
I mean, that
Just the
happens.
confluence.
That
man.
happens
Like,
a lot. Like that's just sort of like daily life. Like people from different
For
places show up
you?
in the same place. You know, like when you're walking down the street, or like you go to a park, or you're at the, you know, outlet mall, or like whatever. You know, a lot of people from different places end up in the same place, like on a plane. I don't know, on a cruise, vacation.
We're
Happens a lot.
we're on a path, but we just can't see or understand it. Like that's the frustrating part. Like we can't see or understand where we're going. We can't see in front of us. You know, like we need some clue.
Yeah. But Bill, any clues?
But like, Bill, what should we be doing next?
Well, he gets out the usual envelopes and gets out 4 of them, passes them out.
I'll take Desh's to him.
Give Deshes when he makes his way here, whenever
fair
that
enough.
is. Take a week and relax a little bit. Stop doing rituals. I mean, I guess you can if you want. Find out what happens. But the contact won't be back for another week. Take a week to relax a little bit. Oh, and he pushes the jar forward on the table. You're gonna want to hold on to that for now.
Yeah.
You'll end up needing it. Downtime. You're gonna end up
Downtime
needing
actions.
it. Yeah. You're gonna end up needing it for the contact to help you find Paola.
Done.
And if you want, I could take the headdress, try to figure out if it's connected to the other objects.
I'll look to the other 3.
But if you don't think it's like the jar, you don't think it's magical, then keep it.
Probably not.
So wait, I can keep it? I take the
Mhm.
headdress back.
There you go. All right. Well, he'll pour himself another drink, continue drinking. You'll sit around, chat, whatever you want to talk about. But otherwise, the night passes. And yeah, we've got a week of downtime.
I don't think we've had a week of downtime in any game at this point in the game ever.
We've had already in this game
Oh yeah, this game you've had like
for 2 weeks.
2
now.
weeks of downtime at a
Yeah,
time.
we had 2 weeks.
You're thinking of Johnny's games.
And Josh's. And
That's
yours.
true, and Josh's. You're thinking of D&D.
Yeah. Look,
And
you could. I mean,
Necessary Evil.
No, Necessary Evil had downtime.
look.
You'd have
you,
like days at a time where you could just like, do whatever you want to do and collect yourselves and then go on to the next mission.
look. You could have stopped in there
For some reason,
anytime
I
you
remember
wanted.
it just being backpack.
We could have.
Could have.
And just like we could stop we could in Emilus or
Yeah,
we could have
yeah.
stopped in
Die.
Sojournus.
You guys could spend weeks in these different locations.
Yeah.
We just did
Visited.
3 days of downtime in Sojournus, right?
Right.
It was
Yeah.
the worst.
It was the worst.
That was great. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, I just carried books for 2.5 days. Anyways, how do we sleep tonight?
You'll find out.
I'm
No, you
I'm
all
gonna
sleep
ask
fine. You all
Billy
sleep fine.
fine.
Yeah.
The effects don't come till later.
All right, so we all go our separate ways.
But yeah, I mean, you've got a week of downtime. If there's anything like grand scheme you want to do, like we don't need to take it day by day, but like over the next week, is there anything that each of you want to try and accomplish? I know what Desh is doing for the next 2 days. I presume is reading through that book, and it's that same kind of thing. Like after about 6 hours, you're like, I need to stop. Like as much as I love reading, I've been too intense. But yeah, after that third day, you will have completed it, and like I said, anything that you go back over, it's like a minute to reorient yourself.
Bill,
Yeah,
do you want to
Dan?
go out climbing?
Yeah, we can fit it in.
All right.
Yeah, go
I
solve
also
some
want to go
problems.
around to petroglyph locations.
Say again.
I also want to go around to petroglyph locations
Okay.
and take pictures of them and send those back.
All right. Let's pretend that Sufyan has a small vocabulary. Petroglyph, like five glyphs.
Petroglyphs?
Petroglyphs, like oil glyphs.
No, like
No,
rock.
like
pictures.
rock wall carvings or drawings on the side of
Okay.
it.
Got it. I mean, I was like, probably where he's going, but like, I mean, Josh has played me in word games. I'm not good.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can go find some. Like there are some known ones that are on tours that you can go on. You can always sneak in, I guess, but yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, go around. And they're just sort of around in the Southwest, so.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can go check them out. Like they don't seem to be connected to, and you would have probably known this ahead of time, but like it's still good to go like look and see maybe there's a connection that you didn't think about because you weren't thinking about it because there wasn't a connection to be made before. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, checking those out. Obviously, they're not connected to the runes or the symbols, um, but they're pretty cool looking. They're pretty amazing.
Hmm.
Carter, Sylvia.
So
Well, I
I'll,
know Sylvia's getting some work done. Next 2 days, maybe not.
yeah, I'll work and then I'll want to read up my books that if I hadn't finished any of those. So on the cultures
Thank you.
specifically tied to the headdress and things like that. So that's kind of yeah.
Okay.
And then also do a little bit of I haven't gotten it out in a little while, but I have Carter's MRI. I was doing some like
Yeah, you were working on a whole bunch of things on and off.
so if I have some time, squeeze that in.
Yeah.
Between the rock climbing and the book reading,
Cool.
and checking in on Dash and just seeing it, letting him tell me how his day went and what he found and so on.
Yeah, like over the weekend. Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday he'll finish up. Cool, Carter.
So obviously for the first couple days, I've just been supporting Dash and trying to make sure that he doesn't kill himself reading, because that
Right.
can happen. And then for the rest of the week until the Friday, I'm just taking periodic days and just going for drives around town, just basically driving just different places and just trying to see if I got any sense of what's going on right now, because even though I feel like I'm understanding it, I really don't. So like I'm kind of driving by the Wawa, driving by different places that we've been for the last month and just trying to piece together what the hell is actually going on.
Like what is the connection between all this?
Yep.
Okay. Let me type a thing.
Ooh.
Things are being typed.
Dun, dun, dun.
Type.
Someone's getting a message.
No, I was just
Get Hannah in for the tour
writing,
of the
just
hospital.
doing a
so
little
she-
journaling on the side while we're doing this.
You're setting up my hospital tour.
Just gotta at least let
Yeah,
you gotta be able to
sometimes.
describe it and know your way around a
Yeah.
little bit. And
All right.
I'll actually try and see if you're interested in actually volunteering.
No, it's very clear that
Okay.
she is not.
Like you could. We actually do have volunteers that
No, I don't
help with.
really think I want to. That seems like a lot of stuff.
I mean, it can be rewarding, but if you change your mind.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Pretty big place.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like a big hospital. Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
and I'll treat her to
I would
like
say.
a lunch or a dinner or whatever, and
Oh,
give her the best foods and the.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all.
thanks. This isn't bad. Wait, are we like in the hospital?
Yep.
This isn't bad for hospital stuff. Like I thought hospital food
No,
was
I
supposed
mean,
to be like real bad. This isn't bad.
Yes, you got to know what to get, but yeah, it's pretty good.
On Thursday, Carter would ask Desh if he wants to go out to the gun range and practice with them.
Sure.
Right.
Did the book reveal anything else?
We will definitely be getting to that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well, I was gonna say,
sorry. I was
what
just
I
kind
do
of
for
going
what I do for the rest of the week will depend on
what it ends up
maybe what that says.
potentially
But
And
revealing.
once Dash, Bogey's basically waiting for Dash to finish reading that book to be able to start helping make sense out of things. So he's just going to be sort of like,
So Monday we'll be able to kind of come back together and work that out together.
yeah.
Carter, for your drive around and self-processing, roll occult plus resolve.
Ooh, that's going to be 3 dice.
Yes, that's unfortunately.
strong 3 though.
Roll all tens.
And bogey roll.
That's a very strong
not-
3.
Told you
Yeah,
it was
that's a very
strong
strong 3.
Yeah.
3 for 3. Yeah, I mean, so I mean that is exactly as you described, right? Like trying to piece and process all of this together, and it's not as simple as like, aha, I've got it, but like the answer is there's no worldly answer.
Yeah.
And you probably don't hate it as much as Desh would hate it. He really is right about some stuff. Like he's not right about everything. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff it seems like he's just making up, and he probably is. Even if he doesn't realize he is. But like you wouldn't call it a confluence, maybe you'd call it a confluence. Shit, man, but there's something
Pulling us together.
otherworldly going on, extra worldly. We'll call it that, right? Like it's just like our extra legal. This is extra worldly, and that's the connection, right? Like it's just got to be that. There's something going on that must be the brownies. There's something going on that can only be explained by the unexplainable. And now that you've seen some things that you would never believe if you were just told, you had to see. That's it, right? Like Bogey talks about the dagger, and like you never touched the dagger, but Sylvie had talked about it too. Yeah, that dagger probably had something in it that drew people to it, and it kind of explains why Hamza was the way he was.
Mhm.
The blood soaking into the map, the jar of blood that stays warm. The only answer is there are answers you don't know yet because your worldview's
The
been limited.
confluence is real.
Because the confluence is real.
Yep.
Your worldview has been limited, as is everybody
Right.
else's. So yeah, I mean, to what degree you want to come to terms with that, I would say that at least a
I
step
think
in that
you know. I
direction.
think you know where I'm going with that. So
Cool. All right. So yeah, let's. Cool. So yeah, we get to. So I mean, I assume the hospital. Well, maybe the hospital visit happened over the weekend. I don't know. Hospitals are always open. But yeah, we get to Monday. Dash.
Yeah.
Roll. Occult. Plus cunning. Who is helping Desh make sense of stuff on Monday?
I would
Bogey,
be
Sylvia.
around.
actually, I think it's everybody but Hannah.
Wait, what? What?
Unless Hannah's there. I don't know.
Why am I not?
Is
I
Hannah
mean,
in
did
school?
somebody pick me up?
Of course.
Okay, then I'm
All right,
there.
then. All right, so
We just got back from our tour. We went on the
Oh yeah,
Monday
perfect.
tour.
Perfect.
Now
Okay.
we're,
Alright.
we're hitting back to see what Desh, figured
so
out.
everybody else is occult,
Ooh.
plus intellect.
I need lots of help, y'all.
I think 3 is the most you get.
Well, I need 3 then. I don't know if I need 3. I only got 1.
This is just gonna be fun.
And I got you.
There's 3.
Oh, there we go.
See, I've been reading a lot of these weird books, man.
Oh,
Zero.
Anna's
Zero.
Anna's a
Luckily-
smart one.
Yeah.
Luckily, you
Should've-
can't epically
Who-
fail helping.
Who needs
I
school?
should
Well,
have
at
been
least
working
not in
with
this
Hannah.
context.
Yeah. Who
Should have been
needs
working
school?
with Hannah the whole time.
You don't need school.
Just
You want me to roll?
So
yeah. Go ahead, roll, Drew.
All right.
don't
all right,
let
just for
these
fun.
squares try to put you in a box, man. Like Hannah just almost agreed with me.
Oh, you're talking to Hannah?
okay, now I feel better.
Oh.
Yeah. So
There we
yeah,
go.
you get. I mean, you've been just grinding. So
All right.
yeah, it makes sense that like a 1 is a hard.
Never mind Hannah. Sylvia's
Uh,
there. Yeah.
But I mean,
No, look, no,
with
I'm
Hannah and
serious,
Sylvia
like-
helping.
I know what I'm talking about. I read this book. Fine.
I know. Yeah. You're right.
Forget it.
You're right. Sylvia said,
Hannah has like occult skills, man.
I'm going back to the Xbox. Yep.
So yeah, I mean, and this is over the course of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But like collectively, processing through what Desh has written out, pouring back over certain ones, and trying to piece some things together. Some of the notable things that you found, there definitely rituals that involve animal blood. There is something in there. Seems like it's probably connected to a jar like this, like something that is a vessel is the best kind of idea that you can get out of it as you're processing through. Meant to keep pure the blood of an animal, and
Wait,
you end up finding a lot more, especially as you get farther back into the book, about connection with the gods, and maintaining a relationship with the gods. And as you get farther into the book and deeper into it, needing the vessel, not creating the vessel. Good question. Or rather, the value of having such a vessel. Then you don't have to like be slaughtering a goat every day. Just like slaughter one, keep his blood around for a long time, till you need it. Basically, an anti-refrigerator, for blood specifically. Gross. But processing through the book, you also find some things about, I guess, like more offensive type rituals, like disconnecting others from the gods, and being able to, essentially like curse others. So it kind of goes through a gambit of things. But like processing through, those are the things that are probably more interesting as you read through, over or reprocess over the next 3 days.
I'll share.
Yeah. Well, and this is
Yeah,
this
right.
is
Collective.
collective.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all 5 of you.
Those who weren't around. Yeah. Okay.
You just did the grunt work of actually translating it for 3 days.
So we don't want to try one.
If we're gonna do, like, I know a guy who would have to go back to my community that does rituals. Like, he is that's what he does. I mean, it's not all that he does, but he's the only one in our community that does rituals.
Like blood rituals?
I mean, we
You don't
would
recall him
like
doing
at the solstice, like the summer solstice especially, or the vernal equinox. Then sometimes there were like some chickens or something like that, but like not like human sacrifices or anything. That's that's
And what's the value in doing any of these rituals for us?
Just
Honestly.
figuring it out.
if we could separate Paola from the gods, but that would be that seems like a devastatingly powerful ritual, not one that we should attempt.
What do you mean gods?
Right.
Thank
What?
you.
Like, wait. What do you mean separate Paolo from the? Yeah.
That's what you said.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
it's
what
like-
it says in the book. That doesn't. That's what these pictures are showing. That doesn't. Remember, these are the Aztecs. They're
Oh, they had like a bunch of gods, right?
yeah.
Like,
a whole lot of
everybody
them.
has a bunch of gods, man. Like everybody does.
I mean, not like Christians.
They have magical people. Like, what do you think
But
the
they
saints are? Like, they're these people that survive death and have magic powers, but they're not gods
I
because
don't
they want to
think-
say.
All right.
I don't think
well,
that's right. I don't think the Saints have magic powers,
well,
dude.
All right, slow down. I mean, we're just talking like magic here. We're not talking gods.
I mean, where does magic come from?
David Blaine.
Don't know. That's tricks.
Like,
We don't know. That's like why we call it magic. We just don't understand it, right? It's just, before we understood, different elements of science, we called it magic, but we thought it was, but it's just stuff we don't
but like,
understand.
what if that crystal that you have channels mystical energy that you're previously unaware of? Then
Right.
is there a science to mystical energy?
Yeah, maybe. I don't. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the,
So let's
like,
seek to understand, man.
right? That's That's
But you
kinda what
can't
I'm
go
after.
you can't go into it saying there's not this, and now we're gonna find out what there is, but it's not gonna be this because it isn't that. Like it could be anything.
But we also can't just go around.
What is?
Even if all this is true, like, can't just go around casting rituals on people.
I agree.
Yeah, and we're not gonna like find any Aztecs either.
No,
that
they're
would explain
dead.
this stuff.
No, let's
I mean,
not do
we could
not do a ritual unless we need to do a ritual. Like,
we could find an Aztec, descendant. I'm sure if we looked hard enough, but I don't know what we get out of that.
Yeah, I doubt they're running around like doing Aztec magic.
Right.
like the Saints.
Right.
Aren't they like not magic?
Saints? I don't think so. I think
I
they're
mean,
just
they got
like
a
people
magical
who like
offense.
really believed.
But I
I
mean,
mean-
they have to perform a miracle, don't
I think
they?
they had like a deep belief.
But they perform a miracle.
I mean, sure.
All right.
Bo-
So it still
Bogey,
gets back to what do we?
What-
So wouldn't that be magic?
I mean, that's what the like story says. Like it's just a bunch of
So, like-
stories, right?
But like, if everybody's telling the same story, then is that a story or is it a recount?
It's like I think it's a story.
But like, what if they had magic?
It's the Saints.
Sure.
I mean, it's just like a bunch of people that, like
Have
there's a
magic.
book about them. I guess a lot of people believe Jesus was magic, but
But like,
a lot of
like,
people also
that's
think he was
just
like
read-
just a dude.
pictographs, right?
What?
Like Dash just read pictographs. Dash, had you seen them before?
The pictographs?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Any of them? Had you seen them before, like last week?
Well, look, that's really not important here. Listen,
But isn't it the whole thing? Right there.
He didn't
I-
see him before he saw him.
I'm sure I've
He
seen
didn't see him before he saw him, and he understood. Like that's magic.
I'm
Him,
sure I studied them somewhere.
wait, him understand Desh, your magic?
Desh says very unconvincingly.
Did you study pictographs in journalism school, Dash?
It wasn't part of our standard course of study, but
Have you ever seen a pictograph, like really seen one before last week? Like ever really seen one?
well,
Like looked at it and understood.
I have no,
So you figured him out with magic?
no.
Yeah.
What are you talking? No,
Maybe
I'm not.
that's
I don't.
magic.
No,
What do
you
you
said
mean,
you
magic?
figured him out with magic.
well, it's something he can't explain. That's what people call magic, right? That's.
But like maybe that's what it is. What if that's what it is?
But maybe we can learn. So this guy that you did rituals with, can we go see him? Like where is he?
We do rituals with him, but like he does rituals. We could talk to him about him, but he's not gonna want to do a ritual unless we got a reason to do a ritual. Like if we do, then that's not a thing. But like just wanting to isn't a reason.
There's another,
know?
like, just to bring it up, just because, like, I've read about this before. Sometimes people have, like, traumatic brain injuries and wake up knowing new languages.
Dash, have you had a traumatic brain injury?
Sylvia, you've seen that movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. And there's some science behind that, but
Yeah, like, we don't really
Yeah.
understand traumatic brain injuries, right? And, like, sometimes weird stuff happens when you, like, wake up from a coma and
I've never had a.
Sure, but Dash hasn't been in a coma and he didn't have a traumatic brain injury.
I mean, maybe he did.
you
Not
might.
that I remember.
Yeah, you might not remember it.
Right. That's totally plausible. Listen,
Do you feel like you did magic?
no.
But you did something you can't explain.
What? I can't explain the dagger and the blood and all the other things that have been happening over the last weeks.
Yeah, the dagger is the dagger gonna be not magic all of a sudden? Or the map that absorbed blood? Is that not magic? Is the clay pot that keeps blood warm not magic? Like
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if Dash is magic.
I think Dash isn't magic, but he can do it.
I'm not.
I mean,
What?
if you can do it, then you're magical, right?
I touched
Dash,
Hansa
you're
Kearney
magical.
and he flickered.
Wait, did you do that, or did he do that?
I did that.
So you do magic too? Sylvia?
Yeah, and
Carter?
But like
Magic?
that's part of the confluence, isn't it? Like that's the confluence. Like we're all brought together. Carter, what have you done that's magic?
something you've done you can't explain.
I got bit by a wolf and a cougar. What do you mean? What have I done? You all have. I mean, you all been with me this entire time. I haven't done anything close to what you guys have done.
Did we see Carter chase down the car?
You did not.
All right. I was just making sure.
Yeah, no, y'all haven't seen anything that
I
he
was-
does.
I don't know why,
like-
Hannah, but
He makes a mean falafel. Does that count?
I don't know why, Hannah, but for some reason I don't I sometimes I know things and that I shouldn't. Like, for instance, I know that there's a sock under that cushion, and there's a. I'll start showing off my power.
Yeah, you got that up for the day.
Yeah, I got that going.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, the
what?
sock's there for sure.
And then that drawer's got Jungle Book DVD in there for some reason, and
It does,
whatever.
neither of you even own Jungle Book, but it's in there.
Wait, Jungle Book's in there?
Yeah, the live action.
I didn't know
one.
that thing opened.
All right. This is
Okay,
probably
so
gonna
now I'm the one that's out. Hannah, what do you have that's magical?
What do you got, Hannah?
So like this is probably gonna sound really weird.
Compared
Right,
to
but
the other
like-
stuff that's been said?
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like there was this time that like I really thought this guy had me, like I was just gonna like have his wallet or something, like no big deal. But he was so quick, and I thought he was gonna. I didn't even see it coming. He just pulled the switchblade out, and like I thought for sure that he'd stab me right in the stomach, but it was like wasn't where I was. Like I was there, but then I was back away and safe. And he was just like an
So-
amped up junkie, man. I don't know. And it was all really weird. And like I just like ran away. I mean, it was like it hasn't happened since then, but it was weird.
So we're all a bunch of Harry Potters before we go to Hogwarts.
No, you all are all a bunch of Harry Potters. What am I bringing to this thing?
I mean, we're all witches and wizards. What?
There's nothing in your military background that was strange, Carter? I mean, listen, we're just
No,
nothing.
I mean, there was a reason that I was used on the missions I was used on. I mean, I was typically better in the class than a lot of people in certain things, but I mean, we all had our unique skills.
What things, man?
Like I could track people better than most people. I mean, but there were a lot of other guys that were better
more
than me.
than any person.
I would say most people. I mean, it wasn't like they pulled me out and said, "You're our tracker. You're our bloodhound." It wasn't anything like that. I mean, I was used for that role because I was in the top 5%. I mean,
Who do you know of that was better than you at it?
they said that there were other people.
Did you train for that?
Yeah, just like all of us.
Or did you train for it before you could
Before
do it?
you could do it.
I mean, I
Or
hunted
could you
growing
already
up.
do it?
I mean, I hunted growing up, so I knew how to track.
Or did you like just know how to track?
I mean, Dad showed me how to track. whenever we go out hunting, he would always, make sure that I knew how to track from day one.
But like, were you really good at it right away?
I mean, I was good. I mean, but my dad was a good hunter, so 2 and 2, right?
Maybe not.
Who was better at tracking, you or your dad?
Who's better? Or,
Better at it, yeah.
I mean, I eventually got better at it because I did more hunting than he did. I mean, he was also getting older.
Yeah, that's like part of your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like the way that you all do your stuff. I mean, how the hell did she know that there was Jungle Book in there?
I don't know. It's
Because it's the confluence,
unexplainable.
man.
It's
Like,
magic.
this is it.
You don't
It's
have
old.
anything. I mean, that's weird that you like can't explain.
I mean, you know the other. I mean, you know the other thing.
The other
Talking
thing.
about the
That's the only other weird thing, but that has a medical reason for it, right?
I mean, I
You
haven't
said
figured that
it
out.
was.
Well, yeah, but 100% work that out.
Wait, what? What's up?
What are we talking about?
I sometimes smell weird things. It's or hear things that aren't typically there. I don't, or something like that. I don't know.
What do you mean you to hear things that aren't there?
Like I'll randomly hear a crack of thunder and look around and it's a clear sky, or I'll be sitting there and it'll sound like people are talking, but then I look around and I'm in the library where nobody's talking.
Maybe that's
I mean,
like more of your thing.
When does
I
When
figured,
was-
I figured it's probably because of the fact that I've got some sort of PTSD that I haven't dealt with, or something called synesthesia that I looked up on WebMD and Sylvia gave me crap for.
But I mean, maybe it's not that though. Like maybe we all have. Like, I'm not saying that there's a confluence or whatever, but maybe we all happen to have like things we can do that normal people can't do for some reason.
So me hearing things is gonna help us out. Awesome.
Maybe
That's great.
like, if you can hear and smell and like detect things that none of the rest of us can.
Could
It's
you
not like that.
like a wolf?
No, not like a wolf. It's
Well,
like right now, I don't smell anything, and then all of a sudden, sometimes I smell things. I mean, it's not like it's present all the time.
you don't smell anything right now?
Well, I mean, I smell like normal, but I'm not saying like
Oh.
weird smells. It's not like I'm all of a sudden smelling, olive oil, or I'm getting the instant smell of blood being there, or stuff like that.
There's some explanations for that, but I don't know. There might be more to it too. Or maybe you're just a muggle. I don't know.
That's probably the more reasonable explanation.
No.
Seem like a very skilled muggle if that's the case.
Well, I mean, I hope so. I'm a freaking ranger. I hope I'm skilled more than most people.
Yep.
I mean, and look at you guys. Look at the cool things that you all can do, and I mean, there's also the fact that what 3 out of the 5 of us don't know their father or mother, or
What do you mean? Like who doesn't know their
do you know your real dad and not your parent, or however you explained it to us that one night?
Nesting.
That's it.
Oh,
Nesting,
like
partner,
nesting
nesting partner.
biological father? I mean, according to Bill, I don't. So like maybe not, but like I know my parents.
Okay, so you don't know your biological father.
According to Bill.
Okay, Sylvia, you're in the same boat, right?
Nah, never mind.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Hannah, I mean, you can't. I mean, your parents basically all but fess to the fact that you aren't theirs, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Did we
like-
get there? Is it-
We hadn't gotten there. We had gotten to Bill.
Bill. Yeah.
Bill had
Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Sorry,
I don't know. Bill
that
said
conversation
some, like,
hadn't come up yet.
gotcha.
Bill
Sorry.
said some like weird stuff that maybe they were parents, but like I don't know how he would know that. Like, I mean,
And once again, there I am out. I know both of my parents.
Excuse me, I know both my parents.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You have cool powers.
I can read symbols. I don't think that's. Yeah.
I've seen you memorize entire days, man.
Quinn had to tote me up a mountain. There's no cool power. I can't even walk up a mountain without being. Listen, this whole talk. This is where is this getting us?
Well, it's like understanding the confluence. Like we're all part of it.
And where is that getting us?
Understanding the confluence, reading a book of rituals.
Where is
Well,
it
we were
gotten?
doing this. We were doing this a couple months ago.
so wait, like, what do you think? Like, what's this confluence you keep talking about?
The
You
cosmic
keep saying stuff
confluence,
about it.
man.
Like, what is it though?
What do you mean?
Like, what is it?
So we were all in separate lives, and we were pulled together for some unknown purpose, and it's the cosmic confluence.
I mean,
like,
could we just like say we met?
what?
No, it's like a higher powers pulling the strings. We're the
Yeah, his name's Bill.
oh no, higher than Bill.
I don't think anything's pulling the strings. I think we're just like in the same flow, you know, like we're all getting pulled the same way together.
Because Bill like called us all and said, "Hey, come meet and be a group."
Blackmailed us.
Blackmailed us.
I don't know. I mean,
there's
call it
more
whatever you
to it
want.
than
I'm
we-
gonna say it's like when we met. I'm just gonna call it.
There's more to it than a random group of.
Yeah, like he put us together. Like he knows. I
Right.
mean, he seems like he knows stuff.
But how did he know that we all have magic?
He seems to know a lot about me, anyway. I talk to him.
Yeah, he doesn't like to share a lot of information either. I wonder what his
So-
magic trick is.
Knowing stuff apparently, but so we're supposed to wait until Friday, and then we're gonna meet up with a
Some
person.
real wizards.
With
Yeah.
Person's
Bill,
gonna-
he's gonna get you connected.
We're gonna meet up with a person that's gonna like take us to find Paola. That's what's happening.
Like,
The person
Yeah.
who's going to make
If
it
that's
so
the
that we
case-
can find Paola.
Yeah, is that actually a good plan? It just occurred
Yes,
to me.
it's a very good plan.
So, like, what do we do once we find her?
Well, I can
Pretty
put some of my
badass.
real world skills to use.
You gonna track
Yeah.
her?
Oh no, I'm gonna interrogate her. There's a big difference.
We can't like hurt her.
There's you.
Oh, those skills. Oh,
Just be careful about. We don't know who we work for, or who she works for.
Right. And that's why we're going to interrogate her and find out.
All right.
So make sure you have your medical bag in case we need to revive her or we need to give her
Oh.
sodium pentothal.
Ooh.
What's sodium pentothal?
like truth drug, right?
Well, I mean, or we could just get a really high bogey. I mean, do you know anybody that's got acid?
I
Worked for
mean,
the CIA back in the day.
we have like, I have like some mushrooms and peyote and stuff, but like acid's all chemicals, man. Like,
All
you
right.
don't want
It's,
All right, well then let's get some salvia. Salvia's natural, right?
You know what's in the marijuana, right?
like his. I mean,
I mean, everything's made out of.
I say everything's
something,
chemicals,
man,
right?
but you know what I mean?
Like
Like,
everything's chemicals.
artificial.
Everything's made out of something, but some things are made
Out of
from
other
nothing.
somethings.
All right, yeah.
And so like
You want your organic. Okay, got it.
Okay, okay. Past that point, so let's say we catch up to her and we interrogate her. And then what? Like, what's
We
the
get
end game?
answers.
What's the end game here?
Get
We don't
answers,
know.
right?
To what?
I don't know. We find the stuff that she got earlier. We bring everything to Bill. Bill gives us answers.
He doesn't.
Profit.
He could give us more answers. Maybe she gives us the answers we
Yeah.
need.
Like she tells us what all these things are, why she's getting them, who, like what she knows about them, what she knows about us.
Is
Maybe we find out we're working for the wrong side.
what?
We don't know. We don't even know what game we're playing. I'm about end game. Just what is the game?
You've been playing the game the whole time, though.
I know. I want answers.
Since when?
That's the whole time.
We can ask her how she jumped out a window and didn't get hurt.
I would love to know how she can escape me.
Yeah.
Can escape me.
Or like how she disappeared into thin air.
But more important things like who we're doing this for and why.
Yeah. Like what do all these
Well,
things...
I think Bill has those answers.
I don't think she has those answers.
I don't know what she knows.
Not.
So we strap her to a chair and stick a needle in her and then beat her unconscious and wake her up. This is our mode now. We're going back to that. We're gonna cross that. We're gonna go over that line again when it feels like convenient for us to do it.
You made a pretty big jump there.
No, I didn't. No, I have not. I have not made that jump at all.
Oh, no,
That
apparently
jump
not. Apparently that's exactly
That
what Carter was
jump is
thinking.
part of this conversation, Sylvia, and you know that better than I do.
No, I
Oh yeah, you
didn't
do.
think
Don't
we
act
just-
like you don't.
who have we tied up and injected and interrogated?
Yeah, you tied somebody
Well,
up.
I've been
don't think
injected
so.
by somebody. I've been injected by somebody.
Oh,
here.
I hit you with a little bit of and
You injected
and you
me.
whined like a
Sure did.
little.
So,
And it worked out perfect, actually. I mean,
And you
almost.
sure-
With,
right,
except,
perfectly,
Like if
'cause we
Paula
got the
hadn't been
item-
there.
we
If
got the
Paula
item
You
from the
are-
auction house. It worked perfect.
If
Wait a
Paula
minute,
hadn't been there, it would have been
Equating this to
perfect.
Torture?
it didn't
Oh
work
my
out
gosh,
perfect.
Like,
Dash,
it
oh
would
no.
have if Paula hadn't been. I was really close. It was a great plan.
Actually, Desh brings up a good point. Bring another needle.
I'll be prepared. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
let's-
so now you're accusing me of crossing the line?
No.
You'll say you'll be prepared?
I'm,
What?
just be prepared, man. Like it doesn't mean we've got to do the thing.
Right.
No, but no. I just for the record, I don't think we should try and. I don't know that she'd let us. Seems like she's probably just going to kick our ass. But I don't think we should try and tie her to a chair and torture her for answers.
Oh no, I'm saying if we get a chance, we're doing it.
Maybe we should put it to a vote.
no, I don't think we should tie. I mean, unless they want to get tied up, but like, no.
What?
What?
All right, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I mean,
Consent and safety word.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I'm with you, Dash. Like, no, we shouldn't just torture people we don't know for
you
answers.
shouldn't torture people.
Yeah, torture's
Yeah,
not
right.
great.
Like,
Carter?
can we just have like a broad?
No torture policy, or like, probably, definitely not torture.
Oh, see, there we go.
Probably, definitely not.
Whenever the rules suit us, we can change them as we see fit.
No, I mean, what if she's an awful person? We don't know that.
then I don't know,
Yeah.
arrest her.
What if
No.
she's
The authorities?
killing teenagers and performing rituals and
So then-
summoning demons and such?
Summoning
I don't
demons.
know. Isn't that like the one show?
Grimm, Van Helsing,
Yeah,
Supernatural. Which one are you talking about?
all those ones.
Okay, good.
Yeah, at that point, maybe a little chair tying, a little torturing is not the worst plan, but it's definitely not the thing we should be doing.
We might be able to just talk to her.
Right? She might be a good person, and we might be in the wrong here. We
need
really
a
don't
link.
know. We don't know who we're selling
What?
these things
We're in the
to.
wrong. We're in the wrong. Then we come back and tie Bill to a chair and torture him. Is that the next plan?
You jump to the torture, man. That's not
Yeah,
the.
you're
Well,
really-
you're the one that said we could definitely, possibly not do
You're
it.
really hung
except
up on this
maybe-
torture thing. Like you have a weird thing about torture?
No, I mean it's not weird. It's definitely
No.
wrong, right? But like,
No, like
unless
Desh seems to have it's like really hung up on this torture thing.
I'm hung up on the fact that we change the rules to fit us whenever we want them to.
Which rules?
I think that
You have like a charter or like bylaws and stuff that you didn't. Do I need to like sign
mean-
something?
Look, Sweet Valley High.
No,
whenever
your
you want
your
to
parents
go
have to.
home,
You're not
go
18.
All right, I'm out. Walk out.
wait, what just happened?
home. Josh is fine with that.
Desh said like, Sweet Valley High. Whenever you're ready to go home, just go home. I said, all right, see ya. Peace.
wait, what?
Because on top of everything else we're talking about, we're having a minor accompanist on all the things that we're doing that are illegal.
Ah, there it is. He hates kids.
I mean, I would
Children of gods are not allowed to be children.
I would go out after Hannah.
To catch up with her.
Whoa, Hannah, hold up.
Bogey
What?
starts going out, and then Sylvie goes out, so he doesn't.
That's probably better.
That's probably better.
What?
I mean, just don't. That's just getting all worked up. Don't.
I mean, he told me to get out, so whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, well, he says a lot. He's just
Pretty
You know.
high strung.
a little bit. Yeah, he's
Sorry, I mean, I can like come back when he's calmed down or whatever. I'll just go like
Okay.
get a coffee or something.
that might. But I don't know, we're having a little crisis in there. I think.
Yeah, what's his thing about like rules and all this stuff?
He's not a big fan of bending the rules, but I'm a little concerned about Carter and how much he wants to torture Paula. Like that's.
Yeah, like that's not like great either. Like, yeah, I mean, it'd be good to know like what she's all about, but we have to like tie her down and do like war crimes and stuff.
Right. Hopefully.
I mean, we should probably like not do that.
Right, I agreed. Agree.
But I do think it'd be good to find her though.
Yep. We need answers. All right. Well, I'm gonna head back in and we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, yeah, just like text me when
All right. Well,
he's calmed down a little bit.
what you guys chatted about if you came to torture conclusions.
Yeah, I mean, when they walk out, I'll just say I just want to know. I just honestly want to know what is our line, because people are afraid to say it. Sylvia is the biggest hypocrite among us all, because she says things like we can't do certain things. Oh wait, well maybe we can if we really need to do it. So, and I mean, Carter, for all your things you say, then you're also like, hey, we're not going to give drugs to the 17-year-old, but we can take her along to torture somebody. I mean,
I didn't say I was going to take her along.
but you know that that's what's going to happen. Because she accompanied us when we went to an auction house to try to steal something.
Yeah,
is what-
and I've come to the conclusion that Bill put her with us for a reason. I mean, we assume she's 17.
You're right. She might be 15.
Right. I mean, you're right. The terms change, right? I mean, things happen.
They're not supposed. Right and wrong is not supposed to ever change.
Well, right and wrong depends on which side of the coin you're on.
I feel like I've tried to be on the right side of things always.
Right. But it also depends on what side of the coin you're on.
What side of the coin are we on?
We're on the edge. You were okay with having Quinn go in and steal stuff from Philip. You were okay with trying to
I was
lure
never
him out.
I was never okay with it. I objected to every single plan that involved us law breaking. Until the point we did.
Good point. And I also agreed to do all that stuff and be a part of everything because I was under false pretenses. I was using bad conclusions on my part. Information was told to me, but I chose to go a different way with thinking about it. I mean, you're right. We do need to have the line of where we can go. But right now, Paula hasn't been exactly, we haven't been able to tie her down, pun intended. And now, I mean, if we can, what's the problem in asking a little bit of asking questions? Am I getting a little hot-headed about possibly, torturing? Of course. But as soon as we tie someone to a chair outside of their will, that's going to be torture. And I don't think she's just going to willy-nilly sit down with us at at the local coffee shop and just answer all of our questions.
I'm just trying to figure out, when did this become our best lead? We were looking into stuff, and I point to all the papers and things that are still on the table. And we had decided to follow artifacts, and now all of a sudden we're going to chase her down.
Are we following an artifact to get her?
Hmm?
And doesn't she have other artifacts?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like she does. But
Right.
that doesn't mean there's
she's
not
working for somebody else. Sorry.
So that doesn't mean that this is our only resource. It doesn't mean that, I mean, there's other artifacts out there. Bill doesn't seem to care which ones we get.
Yeah, that's always kind of made me interested too.
And much as I get tired of listening to Sylvia whenever she does what she does, she is right. I don't trust Bill. And I haven't trusted Bill since he made that phone call. You're not being blackmailed by the dude.
You're right.
I don't think any of you are except for me. Do I trust him? No.
Bogey, you've been awfully quiet. Where do you sit on this?
I just, on torturing someone? On
Good point.
this,
Good point. Good point.
yeah, I need this defined.
fine. I'll hold off on torturing her. But tying her to a chair to get answers will technically be torture because it's against her will. I'll make sure she knows the safe word is banana and we'll move on.
Are you being facetious now, or really? Like, so
Well,
if we're going after her, why are we going after her, first of all? Like, really, why?
I asked that 30 minutes ago.
I know, but like, can we say why?
Yes, because she has gotten other artifacts. She has eluded us. She's been on the same chase as us, and like Dash said,
But
we
like,
need to know what side we're on. Is Bill the good guy, or is Bill the bad guy, or is Bill just the messenger of the gods?
so, 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 like, what are the ways that this could work? Like, we talked to her, and there's these artifacts, but like, what's the consequence of her getting them versus us getting them? Is it just both are going to mysterious people, and she just won the race twice? Or
Yeah. Or if it's like the knife and it gets into the wrong hands, all of a sudden you've got, the perfect murderer. So I don't know what the end goal is with each of these, and hopefully when Sylvia comes back, she'll have some better insight. But that's where I am. I'm to the point that I'm just being used like the weapon I apparently am, and I've always been to Bill. And if he's pointing me at something, I'm going to find it and do anything to find it.
With your not special powers.
I guess I have something, but clearly it's not as forthright as your all's.
Maybe it
Great,
just
I can
hasn't had time.
smell. Hopefully I can smell her. Hopefully she's wearing, Chanel at number 5 and I'll be able to smell it.
Maybe it just hasn't had time to come to light. I mean, I didn't know I could do what I just did until 3 days ago.
I agree.
Maybe you're just waiting for the right opportunity.
Maybe.
I don't know.
And maybe we'll find that out next time.
Next time on Scion.
Well,
Will we torture anyone?
Rats.
Safe words, banana.
Yeah.
Episode title. Ooh, 2 episode titles.
Yeah.
Ooh, gotta choose. Episode title. Safe word, banana.
That's just in parentheses underneath.
Yeah, look. This
No, it's that's the title of one episode, safe word. The second episode is banana.
Yeah. Really, there's no episode title, so like you can call it whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. Whatever you feel like the title should be, that's it for you. All right. Well, we will see you again in a couple weeks to find out what happens here in the land of the godchildren, and we'll be back next Thursday. Oh boy, to see if we jump into a portal with the I almost call him a Khajiit, a Rakshasa.
Hello, Raja.
Yeah, Rakshasa, like I said. We'll see what happens there, but that I think next Thursday is gonna be pretty wild. So yeah,
that's gonna be a mess.
Don't miss that one. So yeah, 2 weeks for Scion, and next week for some. I don't know. We got a prism. That's what we know. We got a prism. We might go with a Tiger Man.
Now they have the prism. They're gonna kill all the bad guys next weekend.
We
That's
might.
right.
Or next,
We're gonna
next
win.
week. Yep.
Next week's the last
That
episode.
might be. That might
Yeah.
be when we win the game. So
Win the game.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Sorry about the slightly glitchy, weird internet tonight. I don't know what's going on, but we will hopefully not have that next time because I don't know. We got some bad guys to deal with. So we'll see you in a week. Night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.